But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
What's up, man?
Are you a TikToker?
Yeah, I'm on here doing freestyle raps for people. Could I do a freestyle for you?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, dope. I need your help because I'm gonna improvise.
Okay.
Can you give me like a song topic?
Okay, a grizzly bear drinking milk.
A grizzly bear drinking milk.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude, I love it. Oh wow, you got a grizzly bear on your mug right there?
Yeah, it's milk. That's
You drinking milk out of there?
Yes.
Oh wow,
Okay.
so this makes so much sense. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Always ready.
Let's go.
What?
Yeah.
Getting ready to
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah.
You did that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Any forest, I get busy there. I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. I said my fur, it be smoother than silk. I'm just out here drinking milk. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. Hey, yo, my fur, it be smoother than silk. I'm just out here drinking milk. Yeah, I'm a grizzly, it's mad facts. Us bears, we got a bad rap. Yeah, people aren't really aware. When they see us while they hiking, yo, they get scared. They like, no, that's that dude, that grizzly that's really gonna steal our food. Damn, hey, yo, his size is godly. He might even catch us and eat our bodies. Yeah, people think that I'ma eat them raw. People scared of my teeth, scared of my claws. People scared cause my size is giant, and they know in a fight that I'm certain to triumph. But here's the thing, I don't like people. I'm not a bad guy, I'm not evil. Nah, that's not the way I'm built. I ain't gonna eat you, I just want your milk. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. I said my fur, it be smoother than silk. I'm just out here drinking milk. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. Hey, I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear, yeah. And my fur, it be smoother than silk. Hey, I'm just out here drinking milk. Yeah, real big how I been built. I'm not really a fan of the skim milk. I do invent, loving to drink the 2%. Yeah, and y'all know I don't make people feel the wrath. I want the half and half, yeah. Yo, look in my eyes, they so dreamy. Pour me a glass of milk that's mad creamy. All the milk, you know it shook me. But hey, I think I'll need some cookies. Yeah, that's gonna make sure my mood don't get low. When I got the cookies, I can dip those. Yeah, if I got the milk, it's a miracle. Yeah, I might need a bowl of cereal. Oh shit, man, he even had the prop. Y'all know we drinking non-stop. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. Hey, I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. Yeah, and my fur, it be smoother than silk. Hey, so I'm just out here drinking milk. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. Yeah, I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. Hey, and And my fur, it be smoother than silk. Come on, I'm just out here drinking milk. Yeah, I'm about to make you aware. If you got milk, better pour a glass for the bears. Yeah, I'm out here getting busy. Pour me a glass of milk for this grizzly. Yeah, I'ma make you aware. Hey, go and pour a glass of milk for the bears. Hey, y'all know the milk got me amped. And if you don't pour me a cup, I'll terrorize your camp. Let's go.
Well, hello.
Who the hell
I
is
was
that?
meant to be disappeared then, but hello. Do you like my purpley silver kilt? It's lovely, isn't it? I'm a cartoon man. And am I real? Yes, I'm real. Can't you hear my voice? I'm real. My name is PJ Kruka. This is clone to PJ. Vicky just went straight in with the song, and I was about to do this and then do that song, and Vicky just pressed the song and started going, I got my grizzly bear on.
Is she in the same room with you, PJ?
No, she's got control of this thing as well as I have.
No, but he was sticking his middle fingers up at me.
Yep,
Sure
I can't realize.
And I was just laughing because it was funny.
It's
So there you
hilarious.
Where did he stick his
See, you
finger?
go, Thomas just says that literally looks like PJ.
Do you not think
Looks like
his
a
eyes
lesbian
are
hand.
humongous?
Well, they're meant to be, babe. He's one of them bobblehead type things. That
Why are you wearing a dress?
The kilt, boy. The kilt. Jeez.
Since when is a kilt a dress, you weirdo?
It looks like a kilt. It looks like a dress.
It's how is it? It's a bloody kilt with an overcoat, you numpty.
Kilt doesn't have fucking sleeves, bro. Come on.
He's gonna get pushed down the Glen in a minute.
Dude, you get kicked out if you start slagging off a kilt. I mean it.
Okay, it's a robe then. It's definitely
Ryan,
not
I'll
a
let you back in, don't worry.
You mean, come on? Us Scotsmen are hard, and we wear kilts, man.
It looks like he's wearing a puffy jacket and a skirt.
You try wearing a kilt all day, Gadget.
It's not supposed to be plaid. Hey, wait, no. Kilt is supposed to be made out of plaid,
Where's
not.
the echo coming from? Where's the echo coming from?
Why is it?
Where?
Yo, it's coming from right there.
Is it me?
Yeah. Hold on, let me just check the things again. Hold on. It makes sense. Reduce background noise. Hello.
Oh, Jesus.
Hello. Echo cancellation. Right. Wait.
There,
Hello.
I'll reduce the background noise.
Hello. Right, I've
Welcome
done it.
to the
I've done it.
shit show, everyone.
Is that
Sorted.
better? Is that
Sorry.
better, guys?
No comprendo.
Just sorted it. Right. Does everybody like Vicky's new background?
I do. It's nice. She got
Yeah.
hard.
We've got some new ones as well. I'll just show you guys. We've got some new ones as well. Where are they?
Mine's the
Yeah.
best though because it's pink.
Yeah, it's the best quote I get. I like this one. Locally flat, guys. Just locally flat.
Do. Nice.
I like the purple mist.
That's cool.
I like that one.
Where
Purple
and
rain.
Color
That's perfect for
Hell-
me. If I have a show, I'd have one of those.
That's
Color
cool.
Hell-
Where'd you get these, PJ?
Sorry.
Where'd you get them?
Hey, I just downloaded them off YouTube and then uploaded them to StreamYard. You get copyright-free backgrounds. That's what I typed in. Copyright-free backgrounds, as long as it's less than 5 minutes in a certain, like, as long as it's under 5 minutes, it'll go up to StreamYard and under a certain amount of megabytes, you know what I mean? And what else was that? I got some new back like real bits. Obviously, these are fake things. So, like, I got two new ones. Yeah, that one. This
Do
one.
they have one with cookies?
Cookies?
Well, I will find some someday. And this one with birdie birds.
It depends if he's talking to you, Ryan, because you said he was wearing a dress.
He's wearing a drop
I hear
me.
it. All I hear is my shotgun going.
You ever seen Braveheart, man? Come on.
Have you ever seen these? I'm so aware. These are chewing gums that you get from. I just got one from something. These are chewing gums that you get. They're sold to kids as well. And look, they're called. I don't know if you can. Oh shit, my camera's not clear enough.
No, it's crap.
They're called. Right, I'm going to take. Hold on. No, they're called camel balls, right? And you
Oh
can
my
see.
Okay.
You can see the picture of the camel from behind, can't you?
And you're saying
And
you're not wearing a dress. Okay, I believe you.
And its balls are hanging out. I'm just saying.
Why are you
It's
putting
camel-
anything in your mouth that's called camel balls?
Yeah, why are you putting camel balls in your mouth?
He doesn't know.
And I'm just going to show you. I don't know
He
what
just
camel
ignores it.
This is what it looks like. This is what it makes. It gives it like a brownie. And actually, when you bite into it, it's got gooey stuff. So I don't know if camel balls.
Ew, gross.
I'm telling
Is it
you.
white?
I don't know.
Is it camel ball juice?
No, it's literally red.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, red.
Oh,
You
okay.
just
Red,
made
all
his
right.
balls
Well, of
bleed.
course it's red.
It's bleeding. Let
Yeah,
me
yeah,
see if I can
camel
get the
balls.
let me see if I can get the packet for the actual.
There's
see if I can
something so wrong about that.
get it.
Yeah, there is.
There is everything wrong about that.
Jesus.
You might as well call it a donkey
Just because my
penis.
camera's not HD, it says it's HD, but it's not bloody not when you do close up.
Well, Joe, what made you look at
What?
the name?
What do you mean? I've known about these for years, babe. I bought them intentionally so I could show people. No. I've already told
I've
you
never
this.
heard of them.
He just wanted
Babe,
us to see him
yes,
eating
you have.
balls.
Babe,
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. I showed you them in the chemist when you came to the chemist with me. Yes, I did. I showed you them.
I can't remember.
Say, look, Vicky, camel balls. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have some camel balls.
There you
I just
go.
want to know how
I'm
they
just
taste.
saying my point is they sell them in shops to kids. That's my point. That's why I got it, babe. It's not that I want to. It's not that I want to buy camel boys. I bought it because my point was to sell it to kids.
We're gonna laugh at you, man. There's no
Well, I
need
just
to do it now.
saw a new candy. It's
Look.
called Donkey.
Look.
It's called Donkey Dong.
Don't get
Would you like to try that one there, mate?
That's
It's
awful.
hilarious. It is awful though. We'll tell it to kids.
Right, this is-
Or how about doggy buttholes?
There you go. Look. This is it. That's what it looks like, Roger.
No, that's not what
There
they
you go.
didn't drop though. That's the problem.
Extra sour, liquid filled.
Oh God!
There you
And
go.
when you
And that's
eat
what
one, you're
I'm saying.
finished.
Shut up a minute. My point is they're for kids. That's my point. That's why I bought them.
Baby, it
That's
says
No, they're
sin.
not for kids. They're definitely not for kids.
It
They're only
says
for
sin,
Brenda.
gluten free.
Gluten free.
Really?
It
Well,
says
thank God for that.
that.
No.
What? Bloody hell.
I didn't know camels had gluten anyway.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So that was my point. That was my point. Anyway. So
All right, we got
let's get rid of it.
PJ is chewing on a camel ball.
Start now. No, don't. You can't let camel wool go to waste, man.
Does it taste nice?
It
There
just
would
tastes
definitely
like
be a
chewing
law
gum.
against that in my country.
It just tastes like chewing. It just tastes like chewing gum. Can we speak one time? It just yours. I want some camel balls. Put them in my mouth.
Hey,
I'm gonna go looking for them now.
I
The 10p
definitely
each.
don't want them. 10p?
Yes, 10p each. There.
You were robbed.
Right, I need to say hello to everybody.
You were
Can I say hello?
robbed.
Can I say hello to everybody? Can I say hello to everybody?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Ryan, good to see you, bro. Justin, bless you, man. Babe, good to see you. Heron, bless your sister. Roger.
Ooh. PJ.
Thomas Morgan, good to see you. Bazaar. Or
Bazaar.
Bazaar. Or
No, it's
Bazaar.
bazaar.
Or backwards, it's Azab. Who else?
His
Who else?
name is
No,
Barry.
Sandra,
Very
good to
Ross,
see you,
yeah.
bro.
Harry
Good to
sent
see
you a
you.
voice note.
It's who?
Harry.
Okay. Good to see you, Sandra. Who else? Yeah, Justin, I've already said hello. Good to see you, Justin, just in case I didn't. Couldn't remember. I
You
think.
did.
Barry
Dean,
wasn't
good to
Barry.
see-
Oh, excuse me.
He's gonna come down there and beat you, boy.
Yeah, well, no, well, can you just let me get through saying hello to people at least?
I can't
No, I
get
mean-
over the dress thing yet.
Yeah, but so well, Mute yourself then till I say hello.
Weirdos.
Jolly man, good to see you. Dean, good to see you. Who else we got? That's it. Now, there you go. I've said hello. You can let your guts go now, dude. Open your mouth and let your belly rumble. Go on.
No, if your belly's rumbling, eat some.
Open your mouth and let your belly rumble. What? You don't want to do it now?
I know you had the opportunity when you didn't. And
You only want to do it when we're talking.
I only want to mock you. Come on. It's no fun if I'm not mocking you.
Oh, for goodness sake. Love it.
You really shouldn't have had Bull's testicles online.
I told you why.
Bull testicles? Those are camel testicles.
Camels.
No, those are called Rocky Mountain
Why are they
oysters.
selling these things to kids?
We got those up here.
Why are they selling that to kids? It's disgusting. That was my point.
Well, look, I look so cute with pink hearts.
Right, I just got to hear what Harry's saying to me. What's Harry saying?
I don't know.
Don't eat the balls.
Buzzer said he knows a fella that likes raw mountain oysters.
Mm-hmm. Yummy.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
That's just rank.
Well, I wouldn't eat them raw. Oh my gosh.
I just wouldn't eat them.
I don't think he was meant to send that to me because all he said is, "Listen, Tony." I'm like, what? I don't think Harry meant to send that to me. Anyway,
Roger, they're not oysters.
I know what they are. They serve them up here where I'm at. That's where they're from. That's where the.
Do you eat them?
Isn't? I haven't eaten myself, no. But there's a place here that sells them.
Right. So, yeah, tonight. Oh yeah, of course. Is Jim in the house now? Is it? No, he's not.
I don't see Jim. Nope. No, ain't.
You don't eat your own balls.
So yeah, I might as well just go on with the topic. No, right. Yeah, I always do Jim's things. Let's get a couple of Jim's observations.
Might as well.
Mate,
You got a few in there.
Yeah, I know. There's loads I haven't done.
Thomas, I like oysters, but not them kind of oysters.
He's still got his flashing boobies on his ceiling.
I know.
No,
They
he
look,
does.
they
He's
look
always
like
been
half
there.
camel balls. They look like hemisphere balls.
Flashing boobies.
We're going streaking.
Yeah, that Robot Polisher put out a long video, but yeah, you should watch it.
Robert Polisher did. Long one, believe me. No,
Yeah.
I will do.
Yeah, I would put it on the show though.
Hey,
You're gonna need an hour or two to play this one. It's
Oh yeah,
actually,
well, I mean, I might I might do it as a stream at some point, but this week I think it's all booked up with what we were doing today. I mean, I only got 12 minutes in of an hour and 40 video, so I think that's got to go a couple of days first, doesn't it?
yeah. I'm gonna do that and the new the 3-hour sun video from Antarctica, the one that debunks the globe. So then those two videos alone are gonna just send them into a frenzy.
Yeah, but doesn't he in that one? Doesn't he support the 24-hour sun in the Scumtarctica?
Not really. He doesn't. The one at the Flat Earth Fridays. He doesn't say
I'll
anything
have
about it.
to have a look at it properly. I'll have to look at it.
I didn't remember him saying it in the whole thing. So
Did you read that? Did you read did you read that bit?
of course I read it. I put it there, but I wanted you to read it.
Oh, what? Well, what you read it? Babe, put them out. Stop. But what is it? Is that what you put up?
Yeah.
Well, read it then.
go for it.
Lol, enough balls. Where's anus? Because
He's
The
coming.
balls,
He's coming. Literally.
the balls are anus deep. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah, we're missing the anus.
Missing the butt. Missing the butt.
Calling the anus. Calling all balls.
Yeah, well, yeah. Let's just go with it.
The
All
only
right.
thing that happened in that Friday is he's pushing ether. So
Oh, it's just me that. Okay.
and that's ether.
Not good. You can't talk. Look at these. They're doing that.
Yeah, what's the name of this one?
Just stars.
Yeah, figures. He's been doing that lately. Like a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, man, Jim, we want more Barbie ones. I love these Barbie ones. I like them all. I love just putting them there, chilling, and watching them while I'm getting ready to start the stream.
I just wish Mikey could put out that much, but he can't get the same shots all the time.
No, of course. Hey, what are you doing? Hey,
She's on you.
Sitting.
so you like your background then?
Yeah.
Are you watching the telly?
No. No. Do you know, I used my staple gun earlier and it's really hurt my elbow.
I know,
The one
babe,
that you
I know.
broke?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim's work's great, innit? Absolutely.
The one I broke, Roger, I moved furniture and then decorated the hallway with a broken elbow.
Yeah, how many times did PJ not to tell you to do that? But you did it anyway.
But I don't listen.
No,
I
you
did
don't.
it.
See, you admit you don't listen now.
Not when people tell me not to do stuff. No.
Well, exactly. You
You're
told me
always
you
gonna
listen.
do it. He's a
No,
rebel,
it's-
PJ.
Doing nothing is boring.
I
Yeah,
know,
you
babe,
got-
but if it's for your health, you've got to bloody rest it up.
It's only an arm. I've got another one.
Yes, it is, but the reason you did it in the first place was by rushing about trying to do something.
Oh, no.
You know,
And then,
if you cut that, if you're a lizard, you cut that one off, you grow another one back.
Yeah, that's the way. Yeah.
oh,
Ooh, mixture in the mix.
is that Play-Doh?
What? Oh,
Play-Doh.
that was it.
He's got
Ooh,
kids
fancy.
like I do. Ooh,
That's
a
fancy
fancy.
Play-Doh.
Is that nutty putty?
He's gonna cut it up in a second.
Nutty putty.
And do what with it?
I don't know.
Be nutty with
You
it.
Tell me. You can play handball.
Sorry,
with that
man. How many light years away is this celestial object? Oh, wow. Well, it's uncountable, dude. It would take,
Yeah.
you know, for that light to reach us. I mean, that's back in time now, Jolly Man. That light there, look, it doesn't exist anymore. That was billions of years ago we're seeing that light from, Jolly Man. Didn't you know this stuff? Come on, dude.
Yeah, well, do your research, buddy.
Do you research, Jolly Man? Yeah.
Justin doesn't eat shellfish.
Good.
Unless he's on,
I eat
I like
shellfish,
shellfish.
but I don't like
Good.
fish.
Stop
Don't
being
like
so
any-
damn shellfish.
Yeah.
Eat some
I love
shellfish and
being
stop eating
so
some shellfish.
Scallops, oysters.
Stop being like
Squid.
that. Not very nice.
I could eat
Delicious.
some squid.
You like my red
Pretty
dough?
Oh my god,
It's
he's got red
lighter than
dough.
air, but it doesn't weigh nothing. It bounces.
He's been to Walmart. You can tell.
No, I got this at Five Below. It's called High Bouncing Putty.
Ah,
It
I've
does.
been able to-
It bounces pretty.
Yeah.
It bounces pretty high.
does.
It's pretty cool stuff. I don't know what it's
Carol,
about.
oh, good to see you, man. Good to see you.
So what are you planning on doing with all your putty? Just playing with it?
Playing
Like,
with
really?
it.
Not putty. It's kind of gross looking.
Yeah, I haven't got my
Together, but
unemployment filed yet.
weird.
I'm still waiting on the previous employer to send me my hire dates.
I wonder what color green and red will make.
I don't
It'll
know.
make
You
a-
tell me.
It'll make brown.
Will it? Make some brown.
pretty much. Pretty close to brown, yeah. Add a little blue, it'll even be more brown.
Yeah, well, just PJ, we should probably stop playing with the globies and just admit that we know it's a spinning ball hunting through space. Let's stop
Thank
trolling.
you.
him. Peter must be a liar. Everyone
Trolling him.
tells the truth. We must be asked backwards.
Upside down world. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly.
Roger, have you got a new job?
Not yet. I'm applying at two places, but I got to go buy one today. Hopefully, I'll have it. It's they need people, so
That's gross, dude.
Why
It's all
did they
good.
let
I'll
you
be-
go?
because I was complaining about
Like-
people who didn't do their job that have been there for like 15 years, and
How
they
dare
didn't
you,
want me
Roger?
going to the upper ups.
Oh, I told you should have just went to the upper ups instead of talking about it. But
Well, I did go to the upper ups, dude. I went to my
that
general.
explains why you got fired.
Fired. Yep. Well, don't listen to you know who over here.
That's what I'm saying, though. You've got you even within the workplace, you might have unions
Yeah.
and stuff like that. You've got no
I said
rights.
threaten them.
Right
I didn't
to
say
that.
call them.
You've got no rights either in the workplace. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we don't have a union at Walmart. They didn't.
No.
No.
It's bad, isn't it?
Me and Sue
I'm-
was talking about the other day, and she was saying like her grandkids,
Aye.
they're adults, and their jobs they get like 4 hours a day,
Aye.
or
Mhm.
sometimes it's 4 hours a week. And she's
Mm.
like, they're making no money, and I said, I know, it's because we have 0-hour contracts. Then you're not
0 hour, yeah.
contracted
That's
to
right.
do
It's
anything.
ridiculous.
Stuff is cool.
I had a Muslim in a Circle K last night tell me he would see me later, and he told me it 3 times. I'll see you later. I'll see you later.
See you later. I will see you later.
See you
I said,
later.
"Well, where are you going to see me at?
I said, not if I see you first, Gaji.
And
So I said, not if I see you first. Is that a threat? No, it's a promise. And a statement.
I think he was thinking
Donut.
I'll come back into the store later. That's what he's thinking. I hope. 'Cause he's working behind the counter.
Yeah,
Behind
man.
the
That's
counter.
just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I don't know. I can't say exactly what's happening with flats and all that. It's up to him to do it. He's making a video. He'll let you guys know in the future. But it's beyond a joke. Beyond a joke. I mean, he's having to park. He's having to move anyway, which you guys know because he had to park.
Yeah, we know.
But I'm not going to go. No, I'm not just talking. I'm talking. I know you know. You were there when you know the same as I do, Roger. I'm just talking to the guys in chat because they don't know what's going on. Well, some of them might.
don't you find it really sad the extremes that these anti-flat earthers go to? Like, I couldn't care what they do in their normal days, and
I
I
know.
couldn't. So to go, they will literally try and find you. Like, try and find me. You won't find me. My last name then on Facebook. My address is nowhere because I keep it private. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's sad, isn't it? Like, people have to people go out of their way to try and ruin people's lives, all because they don't agree with you on something. Like, in the grand scheme of things, what we believe and what you believe, what they believe, is two totally different things, but doesn't give anyone the right to try and ruin someone's life.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. And that's the problem. And that's the obsession.
Yeah.
You're an obsession. You're my obsession.
No, but it's sad though, isn't it? Like, it really is sad, and I think it says a lot about them because they can't have a life, can they? If you're looking at where people live and where they work because you've literally got nothing else to do, and maybe instead of looking at what we're doing and where we're living and working and stuff, maybe look at your own life and stuff.
Well, I've already had a thing. Who's it said something about, oh, I know where PG lives. And I'm like, no, I don't give a shit. I'll tell you where I live. I know
Well,
Vicky's
that-
different. She will do that. I'll tell you where I live if you come to threaten me. Come see me. I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna mix the red and
I
blue
did it.
together.
Who was it? Who was on about it? Was it
that
Jack
one,
Wolf?
that gay bloke.
Yeah.
Which one? Jack, which one?
The bloke?
Is it
The-
Matthew? Michael? I don't know.
Oh, that Mitchellowski.
Yeah, the one with the
Ukrainian?
Ukraine flag. Yeah, he's gay, isn't he?
I don't got frigging.
Yeah,
Guy. It's Guy.
he's gay. I
Guy.
checked his channel. He's got videos from Pride and that. So whatever
Transgender.
floats boat.
Bender. Yeah.
He's very proud of his gay.
But well, he definitely loves balls, doesn't he?
I'm so proud of my gayness.
And the jerk. They love space,
But no.
that darkness. They do, Thomas, man. They do. It's that's what I'm saying.
Like black holes.
Sometimes it's not helio worship. Sometimes it's worship of the void. They worship
Or the
nothing
bubble.
because there's
Or the
nothing
bubble.
out there. You know what I mean? As
No
far as
God.
I'm concerned, there's lots of stuff out there, but it's all empty. It's vast and infinite, but there's nothing out there at the same time. Full of everything and nothing.
No, but
That was one thing that Austin actually pointed out about their model. They have nothing to rest that on. They have the weight of space. Yeah, it's crap.
That's it.
It doesn't work.
no, but
Nuts.
my issue is, right, no matter what gripe you've got with any of us, right, to try and ruin somebody's life when they've got children and partners and a job and a life. To try and ruin that because people don't agree with you on what you believe.
Right.
My question
Like,
is, what kind of an employer
you
would give a
could.
shit?
Let Vicky finish.
No, but the lengths these people go to, you could cause serious damage to somebody's family. You don't know. Can you imagine living in a country like South Africa, for instance, where it is so poor? And it is a poor, well, okay, the country's not, but the people are, right? And you are literally playing God with people's lives, women, children, a man, their family. You don't know what these people go through on a daily basis. So to try and ruin them because you don't like what they think or what they say is tapped, like mental. I have a mental illness. I'm not ashamed of it, right? But I am clinically mental, diagnosed, medicated, all of it, right? And I would not go to the lengths that these people go to. So they must be really effed up in the head.
Yeah. Herman says what you're squishing, right?
Is
I'm mixing red and blue to make purple.
He's mixing red and blue nutty putty. To me, it's called nutty putty. What do you call it, Brian?
It's
silly
high
putty.
bouncing putty. I don't know. It's
High bouncing putty.
high bouncing putty.
That's it.
That's what it's
Herman's
called.
like
Fondant
It's starting to turn purple. See? Isn't that cool?
Yeah, he's making a
That's
cake.
cool.
That's what he's making.
Yeah, hold on. Let me put you on solo. Oh, let's see it. There you go.
Mixing the red and the blue together and just keep holding it up.
Nice.
And eventually it'll be great purple. Hopefully.
Yeah, what Vicky said, spot on, man. Absolutely spot on. Do you want to elaborate
I
on
don't
that?
get it.
Are you elaborating on that? Are you finished? Is that what you got to say?
No, I don't. I just don't get it. Like, if your life is that miserable and boring, like, go and get a hobby. Go get a life. Go get a friend. Go for a walk. I don't know. Do anything other than try and ruin people's lives.
Yeah, but a friend requires not being selfish, bit.
I would say I would be afraid of lawsuits if I were you.
Who, me?
That's what I'd be afraid
Can
of.
I say
No,
thanks
not you,
to
them.
Tom?
I'm not.
Because you know
She
what?
said she
Somebody could
pictured me
file a
with a
lawsuit.
job.
And then
Hold on, everybody's talking at once.
No, I'm just letting him finish. But
Go on, Ryan.
No, I said lawsuits are going to get filed. Is what's going to happen, and then when somebody finally gets in trouble, then it'll all come down that they were just dumb and they shouldn't be messing around with people's lives.
Right.
Can I just say, right?
When you get sued, you'll learn.
The hatred they have for us because we're flat earthers, I don't even hold that hatred to a woman who stabbed me or to a man who raped me. So I don't have that hatred for them. So why have these people got this hatred to people that have actually done nothing to them?
Exactly.
Vicky, I think they hate God.
Because they're religious.
That's what it is.
Hold on, Roger. I mean, Roger's done. You're talking, Roger.
Okay. Yeah, I was just saying they hate God. That's why they project that hatred onto us.
Of course. Absolutely. That's right.
Doing it.
Because we're favored by God because of, because of, well, we put our faith in Him, So yes, you're right. Absolutely, completely right.
The creation supports them. That's really why they hate them. They hate the whole. They hate the natural world. I think that's
right.
God's creation. It's a testimony to His existence.
Holding that hate makes you a bitter, twisted person, and I've been there and I've done it. Like I used
to say it to you, didn't I? About being bitter. I used to talk about it quite a lot, didn't I? Yeah,
and it's not like I've had bad things.
Own anything. The death of ownership.
Sorry, go on.
I've had bad things done to me by many different people, and And I don't hate them for it. I hate what they did, but I don't hate them. And that's the thing. Like people that have actually physically done things to me, and I don't hate them. So why they hate people purely because we're on the internet saying something that they don't agree with is to me messed up, and it says a lot about them. Like inside, they're rotten to the core, and that's it.
That's it. Too right. Too right. Right. Should we get on with this? Anything else to say?
Sure.
Or should we
No,
get on
we're
with
good.
it? Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Ryan, got anything to say right quick before you sit on?
He's needing at the minute. He's needing.
He's a needy
What's he
guy.
needing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that, babe. I knew you were going to say that. No, he's needing with a kid.
I know what you mean.
I know you do. I know you do. Anyway, but I knew you were going to say that. Right, shall we do this?
Maybe.
This one seems very long. Right, this it's only an 18-minute one. It's from Moon. He does stuff on yeah, you know, it's I think I've done one of his before. I mean, he's got millions of subs, so like he's popular. But I do like what he talks about sometimes. So yeah, every now and again I do something from him. But this is only the second thing ever I've done from him, I think. So I mean, every now and again I will, you know. So let's do it. Let's see what he's got to say about you're always going to be. You know what I mean? You buy now, you know what I mean? You buy something now, you're always... Actually, what did he call his video? I base my title off his, but it's called something completely different. So, what
Buy
did he
now, pay all for what?
Yeah, that's what I called mine. But his was called... Let's see if it'll tell me through my download. Where are you? Disappeared from me. No,
he's on a disco ball earth. You can't catch him.
Right, you will never own anything, but you'll pay forever. That was the title of his video. This video here. So I based mine off his, obviously, but I wasn't going to call it the same thing, you know. Buy now, pay for all your life or the rest of your life. But I think all your life it incorporates the rest of your life and the duration of your life. That's why I put all your life type thing. But yeah, let's have a look at it.
PJ, I got a rebuttal to that title right quick. The best
Go
things
ahead.
in life are free, sir.
Amen, Roger.
Yeah, that's the best things. That's the best things. But we're not buying the best things. Yeah, it's just buying whatever. It's whatever you want. I mean, yes, best things in life are free, absolutely. But the people who don't know that, they just don't recognize it because they think what their money buys is the best thing until they realize it doesn't make them happy. You know what
I mean, like Ryan went and brought some putty, and he's quite happy.
Oh, I see what I mean.
Look at him go.
He's joyous, absolutely.
And it's turning purple.
Like green.
Don't do that again.
So let's get a silhouette. Oh look, he's got a hat. Let's get a proper bounce on that. Let's see. Let's have a big.
It looks like a green and purple acorn.
Oh look, it's bouncing together. Boinky boink. Ooh, you've mashed them together.
It's too late now. You got to mix them, buddy.
Ooh, I love it.
All good.
Oh, it's hanging out.
Nice.
I'm glad you got a fire extinguisher behind you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
in case.
All right, let's get this thing on the go.
is here, and the subscription
Turn it down a bit. It's a little loud.
Yeah, it is. Just a wee bit.
model industry has quadrupled since 2014. Buy now, pay later is booming, and debt is on the rise. And Gen
I
Z
didn't even know it said buy now, pay later. I didn't even know you said that once. But there you go.
are the guinea pigs in this new experiment. Today, Generation Z is in record levels of debt, while earning far less than the generations before them. So let's take a look at the day-to-day life of someone growing up in the anti-ownership economy. However young
Ownership economy. So I take it as someone that's like a minimalist. Will like I don't know, go bin diving and that for the food. I don't know. That might be. I'm just guessing.
or old you are, the first thing most people do.
Sorry, babe.
Why does it look
Now,
like
babe,
Ryan's
right? See, when I played that video there, I took about 3 seconds before I started playing it. And to probably you thought I played it straight away, didn't you? And I didn't.
Why does Ryan look like he's just made a yellow penis?
Maybe he has made a yellow. He's made a Bart Simpson wannabe peanut.
Oh, is it a
It's
banana?
a banana.
It's Bart
Jesus
Simpson.
Christ.
It's the balls. We've been talking about balls and anus. So
It's a banana phone. Truth is free. Yes, it is, Thomas. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, brother. Without a doubt.
when they wake up is look at their phones. Over
You know the score,
80%
guys?
of people will
Start
do
making
this in the
these
first
kinda-
15 minutes of the day. For some people, it's just an alarm clock, but most are plugging into the digital world as soon as possible. The smartphone has become the starting point for nearly everyone's day, and it was also what first enabled the subscription model to.
Hey, Sandra, how you doing, bro?
hello. Hello, everyone.
Good to see you, brother. Let me give you guys the link for this guy.
Hello, sir.
It's in the description, but I'll give you a link. Anyway. I'll get it anyway.
Linky dinky.
He's
We
got
gotta
1.
even this out.
He's nearly got 1.5 million. He's got 1.48.
No way.
Well, he's making money off of this.
Oh yeah, of course he is. Of course he is. But I like some of the things he talks about. I mean, not a flat earther or anything like that, but there's a lot of things he's right about. I mean, there's some things he's I've seen that I don't agree with him on, but a lot that I do, you know. Oh, where's my thing gone? Right. So, it's gone. There's the link for his channel.
I'm mentally divergent.
Oh, he's mentally divergent. And how you doing, Mark? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Is Matthew Eastman in here?
Matt Prince. I'd say
Hey,
mentally divergent. Mentally divergent.
really take off. Before their meteoric rise in both functionality.
What?
Where did Sandro go?
His phone probably kicked him out. He'll come back in. There you
There
go.
he is.
Go on,
He's
then.
distracted by shiny things, according to the
Let
chat.
him in then.
You let
mate.
him in.
You let him in. I'm doing something you weird.
No, but I didn't
Hang
want to do it, and then you do it at the same time.
And price,
Yeah,
phones
good
generally
stuff.
weren't something you bought through a rolling contract. Some people paid a monthly bill
Oh.
for access to the cellular network.
I remember. I'd say they're 3310 or 3330, but I remember them. They were hardly phones. They were hardly phones.
Had that snake game on it.
All of them.
They were-
all
they
all
were-
Nokia still do. Nokia still do.
They were tough phones, though. I mean, you could
Oh,
drop those things.
Absolutely. Toughest phones ever, man. Toughest
Do you know
phones ever.
something? My stepdad had what used to buy them still until 2016 because you'd get them with a rubber case.
Whoa. A lot of people collect them to get it to the dearer phones have got little slivers of gold and all that, and so a lot of people collect them. They get like you get these charities that collect them so they can get them sent out for the gold that's in them and stuff. You know.
No, but he had them because he was a mechanic and we lived on a farm, and they wouldn't break easy. That's why he had them.
This is with your top of the range polyphonic tunes, man.
Oh, yeah. No, I
Oh,
had
Roger, you
one
got
of-
a haircut. Yeah,
You
just
said that yesterday.
Did I say that yesterday?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
we literally had
sure
a
you didn't wake up in
conversation about
yesterday?
Roger having a haircut yesterday.
I must have
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I had a push to talk construction phone I could run over with a car, though. That
Well,
cost me a pretty penny.
I mean, you did. I remember I had a phone once that was made
that
by
is a turbo.
GCB. You know, GCB that do the diggers. That was a
Yeah.
tough phone. That was a tough phone.
I think it's.
A
But
digger.
most of the time, that wasn't for the physical device itself. Instead, before smartphones came around, the
That's
devices
the
were
one I
cheap
had.
and more
That's the first
disposable.
Nokia
I
I
had
had.
that.
5210. I think it was
If I had one of those,
5210.
those are nice.
That's the first one I had. That's the first Nokia I had. I loved it. But my first mobile was a Motorola. I can't remember the brand, the serial number of it, but it was a Motorola. Then it was that one, 5210, I think. I think.
I got
uh,
my little sister.
Pull-up
that
antenna.
one.
Sorry, Sandra.
Pull-up antenna.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
The
Yeah, both
aerial.
antennas. Yeah. The aerial.
I think that was the last ones with the pull-up antenna.
Oh no, they didn't put these. I don't think this pulled up. This
No,
was just a
that
rubber,
one didn't.
this was a rubber stoppery one. No, I think this was just a rubber stoppery one, just right there. You could unscrew them and change them, but they stayed like that. I think the ones before, like at the same time, you got things like Ericsson T10s and stuff. They had the pull-out aerial, they flip down and pull-out
Yeah.
aerial kind of thing, and a small screen. I used to
I
love
got
these
my
old
sister
phones,
now.
man, but you can't do. You think about it, our phones do a lot more now. You know what I mean, compared to what they used to do. But
I got my sister that phone when she was 12.
Got you.
Remember the BlackBerry? That's the one you could text
Oh, of
on.
course, of course.
I never liked them.
I didn't like them. I liked the rip-offs of them, the ones that had quacky keyboards, but Blackberries themselves didn't like them. Didn't like them.
No, I didn't like
having
keyboard.
BlackBerry ID or anything like that. I was a pain in the butt. Pain in the butt. Aliens moving to Tycho creators 70 miles down. What's that? It's only one cent. I think they're talking between each other. Okay, sorry. Right, let's do it.
People would pay upfront for phones as well as all other tech products. This even extended to
Oh,
software.
the
music,
pager.
and other
Yeah, I remember the pager.
I had a
Me too. I
pager.
never had one. I never had
I
one,
did.
but I remember them. So what happened is someone phoned it beeped, and the number came up, and you went and rang the number, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah,
It
or they
came
can
with a
send
little
you a
message on it,
message.
like ring me
Yeah,
or
you used to get messages on them.
right.
It's two right.
Miss- Mr. Two-way phones. That's the one.
other products that are really just packets of data. People expected to pay once for something, then own it forever. That was how the rest of the world worked. When smartphones and high-speed
That's how
internet
it
came
should be.
along,
You should pay for something and then you own it. That's how it should be, but we don't. We
There's
don't.
no
I
such
mean,
thing as
nowadays you
high-speed
can pay
internet.
for something and then you've got a subscription on it as well that you've got to pay and continue up with. And if you don't pay the subscription, then you don't get, just say whatever it is, you don't get it. But yet you still allegedly own it, but you have to pay a subscription to carry on. Just say it's a game to carry on playing it. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
Well, look at flats,
Yeah.
because normally they're on a leasehold, aren't they? So if you buy a flat and there's only 50 years left on that thing,
Yeah.
in 50 years it's
right.
no longer yours.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Wow.
unless
they
you
have-
pay to extend it.
It's like
They get-
us. We could buy a TV. You don't need a license for a TV. You need a license to watch BBC. So it's just ridiculous. When you buy a TV, you think once you buy the TV that that's it. We can watch what we want on it. No. You've got to buy a license to. I don't. You've got to buy a license to bloody watch BBC. Stop that.
They saw you guys coming, didn't they?
Do adverts.
They did.
Assholes. It's madness, isn't it? I know to American it sounds crazy. Sounds crazy that we have to get
No,
out.
because it'll happen here eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I
then
remember when internet was free.
dude, it does sound crazy when we think about it. It is crazy. We're just so used to it because since I was a kid, well, since BBC opened back in the day, back in the whatever it was, in the black and white days, since my dad was a kid, they charged for a TV license. Always.
Yeah.
Always. And they come to your door and say that they've got detectors telling you they know you're watching BBC. They have got nonsense detectors. It wouldn't hold up in court. A judge wouldn't let it go through court because they would have to they would have to show the technology, and they always refuse the technology. In court, a judge would say, look, if you're using this technology, you've got to be able to show us that you're using it. So it wouldn't hold up. They don't have no equipment to see to know that you are on BBC. It's ridiculous to say that. It's stupid, and it's also invasion of privacy. You know, to be openly doing that. I know they do it anyway, but to be openly claiming to do that, come on.
And they used to advertise it on ITV.
Yeah,
The detector vans.
Yes,
I actually got done with
was a
not
scare
having a
tactic.
TV license, and it went to court. The man knocked on my door, my telly weren't even on, and he said, "What was the last thing you watched?" And I said, "MacGyver." And he said, "Live TV." I said, "Are you dumb? Like, it's filmed in America. It's
How can it be live?
pre-recorded."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Well, I'm going to put it down." And I was like, "Whatever, you read me my rights." And I'm like, "You're not a copper. Like, really get a grip."
They do. They read you your rights.
No, they do.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
And
They
then
know what they do as well. They try and put their foot in the door so they can come in. They tell us they can come in. They can't come in. They
No.
tell us that they tell you they're going to get the police to come in and all that, and the police will sometimes come in to help them, but it's not.
You want me to show you what you do when they say that?
Not lawful for them to enter. You shut the door.
I'll show you how you handle that problem.
Yeah, you punch the crap out of them.
Yeah, you just don't answer.
No,
the
so
door.
I filled in the court thing and I said, look, I don't watch BBC, I don't watch live TV. MacGyver is pre-recorded, blah blah blah. It's meant to be like £1,000 fine, and I got done for like 200 and something quid, and I was like, whatever. But because they had my name and that, they used to come back all the time to try and catch me. And I just wouldn't answer the door. Like, if they don't know you're in, they don't know you're in. There's not a lot they can do. They can't look through windows. They can't do any of that. So, but no, once they know your name, they don't stop. Like, literally do not stop coming.
They don't. I get letters every day. They don't know my name. I get letters every single week from them. I just rip them up and put them in the bin. Herman says, now I understand why Bobby hid the telly in the Klansman when he thought the license guy was there. On still game there. Now you understand.
No,
PJ,
I don't have a TV license.
You guys remember the Guns of Brixton, the song?
Clash.
By the Clash? Yeah. When the Guns of Brixton come knocking at your door.
Oh, yes. Okay. Right.
Yeah. So that's what that reminds me of, man. Just over TV. They wanted.
Yep. Listen, you used to have a bloody license for dogs as well. Dog TV. It's fishing.
Dogs? What?
Yes, dogs. Yeah.
Well,
you don't need a dog license now, do you, babe?
No.
No, you don't need one now, but you used to need a dog license, yeah.
Only for certain breeds.
Certain breeds, of course.
You still need a license for certain breeds and certain animals.
What about a mutt? What about a mutt? Do you need a license for a mutt?
It would depend on what's in the mutt, I suppose, wouldn't it? But
horses have to have a
license?
He's asking a question.
The dog needs a license to go somewhere or what? So if you take your dog on vacation, they're going to ask for his ID or what?
What, to go abroad?
Yeah, whatever.
To go abroad, you'd have
if you get on the train, they're going to want to see his papers then, huh?
Oh, no. It's only like certain breeds, like pit bulls, bulldog. What else is there's a couple of dogs that are banned in the UK, and you have to have a license.
Ones that have been demonized. I got it. Okay,
yeah,
so they
like
demonize it, then they make a law against it.
Dog Argentino is banned in the UK. There's certain pit bulls that are banned, isn't there? Certain bull terriers. Certain bull terriers.
XL bully.
Yeah, exactly. You've got the cross between American. Is it American bull and American pit bull? And they're banned, aren't they?
How about a Rottweiler?
Yeah,
Right.
it's usually the crosses. It's usually the crosses, like the dangerous crosses, the hybrids that are kind of banned a lot. Like Dog Argentino is definitely banned, and my mate, he was brilliant. Bloody Snoop Dogg was brilliant. Right, go, babe.
Dogs aren't born bad; it's the owners that make them bad. And it is
in general, they can't turn, but in general, it's the owners.
Yeah. So
anyway, let's get on with it.
They changed the entire game. Phones became high-tech gateways into the wider world of services. They also got a lot more sophisticated and expensive, pushing them out of the reach for most consumers. Of course, some of this was due to higher production costs, but a much larger part of the price.
What iPhone you got, babe?
I got the 14 because it was when the 15 had just come out, and
that was
I
only
read
a year
the
ago,
reviews.
That was only a year ago. I got you that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I read the reviews on the 15 and it was shocking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got you that a year ago and the 16 is out already. It's beyond a joke, man.
No, but I wouldn't get the 15 because the reviews were really bad for it.
I got you.
Was because tech companies realized.
Oh yeah, so when we continue in Rumble later, the movies are Enemy and what was it?
No idea.
Annihilation. It's two movies I've seen. Enemy is one I wanted to see again because it's weird and I didn't quite get it. Annihilation I get, but I don't. If people haven't seen it, it's interesting. It's interesting to see. But so they are kind of weird movies. But I think I think Ryan would appreciate them. And we all appreciate them. You know what I mean? Hey Ryan, that rainbow behind that dude looks like that nutty putty you're using.
It does. You're right.
It does, doesn't it? It's same kind of color, same coloring.
Very, very pastelish. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Now it's
all right.
now see it looks a lot brighter of green. In real life, it doesn't look that bright, but on the camera, it really does. It looks like
It
slime,
does.
doesn't it?
It's really right. Yeah.
It's crazy. Weird how the camera makes things look different.
And
And look, I did have a whole thing of foam. Now I don't have a whole thing. It must push down or something.
yeah, weird as a compliment. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Airy. They put air in there and it screwed me over.
Aaron's
Bastards.
got an iPhone 8.
I bet you for the iPhone 8, I mean, obviously it's going to work,
Oh,
but
damn it. The
things
lid's
stop
broke.
working, don't they? When they get a little too further, when they get higher up in numbers, the lesser numbers start not working very well. It's beyond a joke. It's beyond a
But
joke.
in the UK, iPhone, there's something to do with the security on iPhone, and the government have a contract with them, and they're not going to do it anymore or something. So I won't be getting another iPhone.
Yeah, I remember when they gave me the iPhone 7 Plus, they handed it to me free. And man, my world changed from that point on with phones. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only iPhone I ever had was the 3GS.
No, it wasn't.
Never had one after that. Never had an iPhone after the 3GS.
My last one was a SE 2020.
What's that mean?
An iPhone SE 2020.
Oh, you still got an iPod? You still got an iPod? Wow.
And I put a new battery in it and gave it away when I got this.
What's that?
No.
My iPhone SE 2020.
Oh, the one you give to Michael, Mrs.
I got a new battery put in it because the battery was knackered.
It was not good. It was not. No, she appreciated that. She needed it.
As they could justify these much higher prices. If that wasn't enough, it gave mobile phone companies a huge opportunity to change their entire business model. Instead of just selling the phones as individual devices, they could push forward the idea of paying for both the device and the networking in one single contract. It was just one small step for consumers, and for many of them, it was a better option. Instead of paying hundreds up front, they could pay it off over a few years, keeping it generally affordable. And this didn't seem like much.
Do you remember when every mobile phone had its own separate charger? Every brand had its own separate charger. Now it's pretty much universal. You've got
Well,
your
it did, but yeah, it was always some cheesy, funny shaped looking hole. Like, you know, it was like, what's this? You know, like they change it and then they change it again the next time they made a new one. It'd be like, dude, pick one.
So you'd get the same phone, slightly upgraded, but then it would have a different charger, so you couldn't use your old charger. It was beyond.
I know, but now they just come with a cable. There's not even a plug.
There's no plug with them anymore. It's just the cable, because everybody's got it. Because all connectors are USBs now, isn't they? It's either USB-C class or USB normal, the big one.
I had to get a fast charger for my phone.
Yeah, I got one of those too. But here in the US, the outlets in your walls, they remodel. They all have USB ports in. So you
can get them.
They're doing that now. Yeah, they're doing that now. I mean, you go on a bus here, you can do that. You take your cable wheel and you plug it into the seat in the bus.
I had them down the road in the spare bedroom.
You did. But you put them in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have took them with you. You should have took them with you.
And they stopped putting headphone sockets. So I got to buy the Bluetooth ones.
Yeah, they're well handy, man. You should get some. Right, let's carry on.
No. I don't Bluetooth straight to my skull.
Of a big change either, because the data, text and calls were already often a monthly payment. But why were these companies so intent on pushing this kind of business model? Well, the author Terry Pratchett came up with a classic example that shows why being poor generally means that
Terry Pratchett, I met him when I was a kid. When I was in primary school, probably 6 years old, he came round and spoke about his books and had all these little, I don't know, relics and stuff. Books, relics, and all that. Showed us loads of stuff from around the world and that. Terry Pratchett, yes. So, and I was from a little tiny village in Scotland at the time, just outside Fraserburgh. Like, about what, 800 people maybe lived in the village.
That had to be exciting, PJ. That was probably pretty cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very cool. It was very cool.
you end up paying far more for the exact same things. Imagine that a really good pair of boots, the kind that'll last you a decade, costs $100. A man on minimum wage like...
So your semi's got all different three types of USB in the walls. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. TV license needed for any live TV in the UK.
Yeah, and radio.
Yeah, well, there's. I watched something about that today, and there's a lot of things that are a little bit mythical about radio. You're allowed to play BBC radio audio on a video. You didn't wait till I finished, did you? You were about to say no. You're not.
No,
Babe,
you can't.
Babe, there's a lot of things out there that are people think are mythical and people think are real, but they're actually mythical.
No, but you cannot listen to radio without a TV license.
BBC radio, but you can. I've said I've seen something today where you can. There's a lot of things. Yeah, no, you're right. You can't. But yeah, you can use BBC audio radio on a video. Apparently, as long as there's no visuals. Obviously, there's no visuals to go with you. Apparently, you can do that on a recorded video.
Yeah, but how when you can't play radio?
I don't know. I'm just telling you what it's. I know what you're saying. It's true, absolutely true. But there's a lot of things about law and legality that a lot of people think are real when it's not actually real.
Even to watch this live on YouTube, you need a TV license.
Thing is,
I know it's weird. It's weird, but
it's
not illegal. But it's not unlawful, obviously, to not have one. So what the hell are they going to do? You know what I mean? They can't. You can't go bloody. It's the same as breach of the peace. Breach of the peace is not. It's an arrestable offence, as in they will in England. Breach of the peace is an arrestable offence, as in they can detain you until it's calmed down. But you can't be prosecuted, you can't be fined, and you can't go to prison for breach of the peace. But in Scotland, you can. Scotland, you can go to prison for breach of the peace or be fined for it. But in England, you can't. Mad. It's mad.
Well, didn't the video kill the radio star?
It certainly did. It certainly did. No, but Vicky's right about all that license and stuff. It's stupid. It's stupid. But it's not, at the same time, it's not unlawful. So what they got to do? As long as you keep away from them, what they got to do? You know what I mean?
And it costs more for a colour TV license than it does for a black and white one.
Yeah, yeah. Because everybody, when they did used to buy the TV license, would buy a black and white one and have a colour TV. You know. But then they started saying, yeah, we can tell whether you got a black and white one or a colour one with these devices. They've been saying that since the bloody 70s and 80s. No, they haven't. It's full of crap.
I think Sandra wanted to say something.
Who?
Yeah, I was going to say, the thing is, it's not truly live. It's like people watching this on YouTube are actually about 3 seconds behind us on Restream.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, actually, it's about 20 seconds from StreamYard to YouTube. It's about 20 seconds, Sandra, 15 to 20 seconds. It's actually that long. It's that long, man. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's not actually live, really. You're right. It's not actually live.
There's always a delay.
Yeah, always.
Which makes it not live.
And it's stupid. It's stupid. Anyway, let's carry on.
He couldn't afford all of that at once. He can't spend the time saving up for them either, as he needs the shoes now so that he can work in the first place. So he goes for the cheaper option, a $10 pair of boots that don't really keep his feet dry and only last around 6 months to a year at best. Over time, this man will spend more money on his boots.
Still buy black and white. People still own black and white TVs, so I suppose you could still get a black. Can you still get a license for a black and white TV, babe?
No idea.
I'll check that out. Or do you want to check it, babe? You're good at that.
No, you can.
Are you okay?
Yeah, babe.
What's wrong? Babe?
I'm looking.
Babe? Are you checking it?
No, I'm looking at something else.
What are you looking at? Right, let me just check. What's that guy? TV license, right? Yes, you can still. Right, there we go. Look. Yeah. There you go.
Masked cheek. The masked cheek said Google it. Why don't you Google it?
Who?
You Google it and let us know.
Google what? I am Googling it. I just did. Yes, you can buy a yes, you can still buy a black and white TV license in the UK that will cost less than a colour one, which we knew anyway. So yes, you can. You can still buy them. Still buy them.
That sounds great.
And the masked cheek. Hello, masked cheek.
Someone
and
called Staples.
what are your thoughts? Guys who go to strip clubs for fun. Well, I don't. It's not something I would do. It's not something I would do. But why ask me that question?
I know, a bit random.
Hold on, babe. It's not something I would do. It's not something I agree with. Strip clubs and that. So, but why are you asking me that? And the masked cheek, Google it. I just did. Who are you guys? You're welcome if you're not being trollish, but if you are, you're not welcome.
Yeah.
What?
It sounds a bit trollish.
Yeah, well, baby, you check the channels.
Yeah.
Hold on. Steak and scallop. Okay. One and
Soggs is gonna do a video about it.
who is?
Keith.
Oh, Flats. Flats says he's got to make a video about it. But he'll be back on tomorrow, I think. He'll be back on tomorrow. But he'll be doing a video about it, yeah. Hey, Jay, how you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Hi, Chillin.
Chillin, good to see you, bro.
Well, they are a bunch of PDF files, aren't they, Chillin?
Who?
That work for the BBC. I mean, look at that Hugh Edwards, the newsreader.
Aye.
He was a PDF file.
Anyway, right. So far, right,
Harris.
I'll leave him there for now. But if you guys listen, if you guys are here to troll, not appreciated. If you're not, you're welcome. If you troll, you will get
Where's
kicked
Ryan
out.
gone?
What?
Where's Ryan gone?
I don't know. Okay, he probably will kicked out. He'll come back then.
Than the rich man who.
Have you got anything to say, babe? Did you have anything to say?
No.
Okay. So yeah, good to see you guys. If you're not being a troll. Flatsoid never does. Where's Flatsoid today? He never does a Tuesday. It's always me who does Tuesday.
PJ.
It's always yes.
It is PJ who does every Tuesday.
Yeah, all right. Sorry, I thought you were calling me. No, it's I always do Tuesday, LJ. I always do Tuesday.
Keep up, people.
Let's do it.
For the nice ones in the first place would. Meanwhile, despite paying more, he'll still have wet feet, and a subscription model is like an even worse version of this. Imagine that for just $3.99 a month, the man could subscribe to Boots Plus. They provide a service which gives you access to a pair of their cheap boots as well as monthly repairs, maintenance, and replacements as well. While the initial cost is even less for this service, over time it'll mean paying about $48 a year for boots. Over a decade, this will cost nearly 5 times more than the expensive boots ever did up front. So it's pretty obvious now why companies are all trying to switch their customers onto the subscription model. It simply makes them far more money, and there's a whole host of other hidden tricks and benefits for them that we'll get into later. But before we continue, I want to tell you about a video sponsor.
Oh no, we don't want to know about VPN, man.
You're working remotely, traveling, or simply browsing.
Still VPN. VPN. There we go. I think that's about it. VPN.
Guarantee. So protect yourself online and get NordVPN today. But for now, let's get back to Generation Z, who are nearly all hooked into these subscription models. They dominate nearly.
It's not just Generation Z, Z, or whatever. I mean, hold on. What generation am I, babe? What my class does it?
Gen
X. Sorry, X, isn't it?
Yeah.
X, so Z, yeah. Z, bloody hell. But even I'm Generation X, and I haven't got Apple. But all the rest of them we have got. You've got Apple, actually, haven't you? But all the rest of them.
I'm a millennial, and I don't know what the green flowery looking thing is, but the rest of it I have.
That's Element.
Vicky, you're my daughter's generation. Jeez.
That's Element, babe.
Oh, he's
Now
a
you feel
millennial.
old.
Oh no, it's ChatGPT. That's ChatGPT, babe.
Oh, I don't have
Well,
that.
I think it's ChatGPT, isn't it? That one.
Yeah, I don't
Green
have
one.
that. I don't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
even
it's a
know what it looks like.
subscription. It's a subscription because people subscribe to ChatGPT just to make up scripts and all that kind of shit and use their AI. My only AI uses in Canva for the thumbnails and that.
Derek
I bet
Nelson
you
is-
has it.
It's
kind of
Derek
messed up.
Nelson's birthday.
I thought we were I thought we were XA, and I always get it's just I always get a little bit confused what they are. You know what I
Did
mean?
you hear what I said? It's Derek's birthday in a couple of hours, and he's going to be
Is it?
41.
Hold on, no. For us, it's his birthday in a couple of hours. You got to go by Derek, babe. You got to go by where he's from.
No, we'll go by my time because it's my time.
No, because that's not because it's Derek's birthday. It's his perspective. So you
Yes,
go by his day.
but here it will be his birthday.
Yeah, you hear that. It's his birthday.
He can have a longer birthday.
Shut your nothing, South, you silly old
It
cat.
starts in the UK.
You silly old cat. You shut your nothing, South.
Poor Joe, that doghouse is being built, mate.
You don't even have to build it. You just check a
Oh no, it's literally going to be 2 sticks up against the fence
Why? What's the sticks for?
for you to hide under when it's raining.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's got to work. I'm fat as a rat.
Everything they do, including when they first wake up. But it isn't just their phones. If it's a weekday, most people in Generation Z will either be heading to school, college, or work, and most of them will be listening to music as they go. In this modern world, most people try to distract themselves from their surroundings in whatever way they can, all while keeping the dopamine pipeline flowing.
Yes, there's a lot more stuff to keep you distracted nowadays. But didn't we do the same? Didn't we put our headphones on in our personal stereos? Didn't we start drawing in our jotters and our books? Didn't we look through our football cards and our baseball cards and all that kind of stuff? Didn't we get into comics and magazines and all that kind of stuff? I think we did the same thing, just in a different technological way. You know what I mean? Or in an analog way. We did it more analog. You know?
Yeah, I was thinking the same word. Yeah. Thinking analog. Yeah.
We did the same stuff. We do say I would never stay. Yes, it's not as bad as being in your device 40 hours a day, even though you don't get 40 hours in a day. But condense it, you're good. We still went on our consoles. We still went on our consoles. We still went on our computers. We still went on our Ataris. We still watched videos. You know what I mean? We still played records. We still distracted our minds. Go on, babe.
Did you see what Basil said? Vicky, my wife's birthday is the entire month of June. Lol. And then Heron said, I like me a good week celebration. Do you know what? I'm one of them. Once the day's done, I'm done.
I don't even celebrate my birthday.
I don't like getting old.
Well, either do I. Yeah, it's
not that I'm old because I'm younger than most of you, but you know what I mean.
Well, do you know that though, babe? You don't know that for sure. I mean, in chat maybe, but I've got 553 subs.
I'm on about you
I
lot.
can give you the stats.
I'm younger than every single one on the panel.
Do you know something? I haven't got any subs that are under 25 to 18. I haven't got any subs in the 25 to 18 category. All of them 30 up to 65. 35 up to 65, I think. Something like that.
Oh yeah, I got news, PJ. Boston Ray hit 2,000 last night.
Did he?
Wow.
Subs. Oh yeah, I know.
Wow.
They had a party. Yeah.
Well, I used to like Boston, but he's a bit. I mean, what's he doing with Witsy and all that in that thing? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not sure. But
Salad said she's 50 this year.
I don't know. I mean, I like Boston, but I don't know what to think about him at the minute. You know what I mean? I'm not sure.
So when was the new 30?
Say again, Roger.
No, not much. Just let it pan out, man. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I won't make any. I know people think he's already shilly, but I mean, I won't say that because I don't know for sure. You know what I mean? Yeah. If I'm sure, I'll say it. You know. Sorry, babe. You were saying.
I said Salad said she's 50 this year. I said, isn't 50 the new 30? And then LJ said, I turned 29 a couple of weeks ago. Sorry, guys.
There you go.
You is the baby.
Oh, Vicky's not the youngest.
I know I'm not the youngest. Derek's younger than me, you weirdo.
Who you calling a weirdo, you weirdo?
And Justin's younger than me.
Music is yet another massive industry that has fully...
I'm doing that on purpose to try and interrupt you.
You're a weirdo.
Go on, what you saying?
Justin is younger than me. He just turned 41 4 months before I turned 42.
Oh, okay. Is Justin still in chat? I haven't seen his name for a bit.
Yes, he's there.
Oh, yes, he is. Sorry, bro. Oh, it just came up. It just came up for me. Right, got you.
Justin's sister is 31.
Oh, okay. My sister is 8 to 10 years younger than me. She's exactly 10 years and 1 month younger than me. What, babe?
My eldest child is like 7 years younger than LJ.
There you go. Right, let's go.
My oldest is 38, dude.
Embrace the subscription model. At first, it just wasn't feasible. The rise of Napster and other file-sharing services made getting free music incredibly easy to access as long as you knew how to use a computer. The problem was there really wasn't any way to monetize this because it was nearly impossible to provide a better service than these shady websites did. The record labels just wouldn't let anyone do it legally. That was until Spotify came along and forced it all to change. They co-opted the file-sharing business model for free, unlimited access, and they even illegally downloaded music to fill the first versions of the app. The only difference was that they played ball with the record labels and worked out a deal with them. By passing nearly all the costs onto the artist and the consumers, they convinced them to give up some of their control over the rights to the music. To this deal, all they needed was a simple subscription model to keep the money flowing in. It let the record companies redefine the deal with the artists, paying them fractions of pennies per stream rather than a cut of all their albums.
Jeff Guy said 67. You being real, dude. I've never ever thought of you being that age, dude. I actually thought you were like my kind of stamp.
Thomas is 39.
Fair play to you, bro. Mind you, we don't ever know because we don't see each other facially all the time, do we? Face to face. So like, I just imagine people are my age, you know.
Justin said, Justin's 41.
Yeah.
He's never married and has no children. I don't think that's a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing, exactly. God's got someone there for you. God's got someone there for you.
Plus, also, like, for men aren't under the same time limit as women for kids. Do you know what I mean?
Mm. That's true. Yeah, of course. That's right.
I mean, look at Al Pacino. He's in his 80s.
God's got a person in mind for you. Trust me. Absolutely.
No, but Al Pacino's in his 80s and he's not long had a kid. And
yeah.
Robert De Niro. So, you know, you never know. Hi, Banner.
Hey, Banner. How you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
So, Vicky, what do you say about Sarah? How old was she?
Who?
Sarah. Abraham. Sarah. She had a child.
Oh yeah. She was in her 80s. She was in her 80s. Yeah. When she had she was barren. Right. She was barren, and then was in her 80s, I think, when she had her first.
Look, I'm 42, and I can't think of anything worse than having a baby at my age. I think everyone's different. Like, I've got friends that are having kids, but for me, it's just like I've been there, done that.
Oh, hold on. Jane's calling me. Who said Jane's calling me? Will you? Right, Dave, I'm going to you.
Right.
Bye, Moto. Hey, Vicky. How's it going?
It's good. Hi, Canal.
Well, you say you've already had babies, so you're not really worried about that, right?
I don't know.
Right, I'm going to have to go out of the room because I'm too close to his talk. Right, babe, can you keep things under control at the minute while I go out of the room? Right, I'll put myself on mute. Let Ryan in. Right. 2 seconds, guys. Sorry about this. No, well, I'm not sorry. I'll be back in a minute.
No, I think everyone's different, aren't they? Like some women, look at that one that was married to what's his, Sylvester Stallone, Bridget Nielsen, is it? She had a baby in her 50s. Like, I think it just depends on if you want. Some people don't want kids. Like, some people are quite happy not having kids. But I think it depends on you as a person. But like I said, men don't have the age restriction that women have. Like, we are born with all the eggs that we're ever going to produce. And to a certain time, we then have none left. Or they're, the quality of them's degraded so much that they're not really fertile. But for men, they don't seem to have that problem.
Some guys shoot blanks altogether. Some of them don't have any.
Look, I had a friend I grew up with. She got married and she'd never been pregnant, nothing. And her husband, unfortunately, didn't have very many swimmers. And they had to have IVF to have their son. And it cost them thousands and thousands. And then, like, another one of my friends, she had IVF because she couldn't conceive. And then she had her son and he was really premature. And then she just, didn't know IVF after, but then fell pregnant naturally. So I think it's just, everyone's different, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, my sister had a kid when she was 16. So,
Yeah, that happens a lot over here. A lot of my friends growing up, they were having kids by 15, 16.
But do you know what, though? She is still with the dad. And her eldest kid's like mid-20s.
Wow.
And they're still together. Got 4 kids together. And when she had a kid at 16, everyone called her every name under the sun, saying that they're never going to last and all this. And she's been with him, she's 40, coming up 44, I think. So she's been with him for nearly 30 years.
They would call a girl like that over here a hussy, a tramp.
Look, we're from an Irish Catholic family, and it went down like a lead balloon. But no, like she's still with the dad. They've got 4 kids together, and I think everyone's different. Some people want kids really young. Some want to wait till they're older, and there's no right and wrong way about it. Like, everyone should do what's best for them, and sometimes if you don't want kids, that's because you want to concentrate on your life, and that's not a bad thing either.
No, it's not a bad thing.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, no should be telling you when or what to do in that regards. That's you.
Exactly. Say something, Sandro.
Yeah, what's turned my heater off? Salad's coming on to me quite hot.
You want to get in the fridge?
I think we might have the first PJ channel, baby.
Nice.
Salad, are you from the UK or the US? Mind you could be from somewhere else. I don't know.
She could be an Aussie.
She could.
Kiwi. Yeah. She's where? She didn't say.
Well,
she's saying hi to everybody.
I used to like my salad dressed, but now I think I might prefer it undressed.
I prefer blue cheese.
I like a bit of Stilton.
Canada.
Ooh, you got to take a trip, Sandro.
Yeah.
Do they have Canadian dressing there?
Canadian dressing. I don't know. How about Canadian?
We got Canadian bacon. I thought maybe you had Canadian dressing.
I've got American ranch in my fridge.
Ooh. Is it Hidden Valley?
How dare you? You yank you.
I don't like it. It's awful.
Huh? What?
No.
The only way to make
you put everything in it and you taste it and you think, oh, that's not too bad. And then you get another hint of something else and you're like, what? And then there's something else and you're like, oh, this is a bit too much.
Ranch is basically just dill and garlic with cream, with milk and mayonnaise in it. That's really what it is. It's not that. It's not that ruckus.
Yeah. Probably a lot of
Maybe
sugar
they
in
sell
it. Just
you a
make
different
your own.
version of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All you need is olive oil, bit of vinegar, salt and pepper. That's it.
Egg whites.
Now,
That's mayo,
on
isn't
a
it?
salad.
Yeah.
Egg yolks,
The
not
salad.
whites.
Yeah.
Now just a drizzle over a salad. Whoops.
I use salad cream. I do love a bit of salad cream. I'm not gonna lie.
Salad cream.
I was
Salad
thinking of
cream?
something else when it came to salad, but I'm not going to say it.
Keep your cum off my salad.
I was thinking about tossing it, but that's something completely different.
Roger, you had to go in the gutter, didn't you?
No thanks.
Yeah, I did. I didn't make that up. That's somebody else.
Who said
Thanks
earlier
anyway,
about
Ryan.
it was Ryan earlier said he was a master baker.
Uh-huh.
Master
Master
debater.
Master
baker.
Beta.
Stop taking the piss out of my accent, weirdo.
What? I'm not pissing on your accent. Weirdo.
Weirdo.
So why do the Brits say you're taking a piss out of you every time somebody does something to spite you?
I'm taking the piss. No, it's not
Yeah,
having a laugh.
do they like to be peed on? Do they like to be pissed upon?
Well, some probably do. I don't know, but
So
whatever.
you basically are saying that I'm relieving myself when you say I'm taking a piss. I must be relieving myself.
You're taking the piss. No, it's
Yeah,
like you're making
taking
fun of
the
something.
piss. I know.
Look,
I
that's
know what it
just
means,
what
but I'm
we
just being
say.
funny.
I don't know why we say
Taking the piss.
We also
Taking-
say taking the mick.
Aye, taking the
Taking the
Michael.
Taking the
Uh-oh.
Mickey.
Is that like dropping the deuce or what?
No.
No,
No, it's
it's
just-
like making
Where do you
fun
take
of
Michael?
someone.
Just making fun of somebody.
Oh, I see. Oh, I got it.
Taking the
Kind of like
piss.
calling
Kim.
somebody a Karen. Kind of like calling you a Karen or Kevin.
Kim.
We don't really. That's not really a thing here, like it is in America, like Karens and that.
You
And
guys
that's
don't have
fairly new.
kids?
That's something South
Well-
Park thought of, I think.
I think the youngers say it, but
Yeah.
us older ones don't. It's not something that would be used over here.
Wow.
Like we have. To be fair, me and Sandra are both from the West Midlands, right? And
You're
we both
more
sound completely
East
different.
Midlands.
Huh?
You're more East Midlands than me. I'm
No, I
West
live in the East Midlands, but I'm from the West Midlands.
Oh, okay.
But we don't sound the same.
We don't.
And there's that we'll say different things because we live in different areas. And that's like the whole of the UK. Everyone's got different accents and things that they say.
Yeah, we got the same problem here.
Like if you have a chips in a roll, it's a chip batch. But others will say other things because they're from different
I
areas.
thought they were crisps. I thought they were called
Chip
crisps.
batch. No, chips are chips.
It's like cookies and biscuits. Remember that?
The biscuits.
Yeah. Well,
And you don't have gravy on a biscuit.
Oh,
You dip your
biscuits and
biscuits in your
gravy, that's
coffee
my
or your
favorite.
tea.
Aye.
Oh my
I
god.
love biscuits and gravy.
Mind you,
actually
have you seen on TikTok, people have been telling Americans that we have a tea alarm, a scone.
That's a biscuit
Tea
right
alarm?
there.
Oh, it
a
looks
biscuit.
like a scone.
That's a biscuit.
No,
Is
but
it?
No, a
people have been
biscuit is
telling
different.
Americans that we have a tea alarm and it's against the law not to stop and have tea when the tea alarm goes off. And
That's
some
funny.
people actually believe it, and I'm like,
Well, if they
what?
can tell you when you can watch TV, that's pretty stupid. I mean, we have to start thinking that maybe they've got some other dumb ideas. You know, like if they make you do something like that.
That's Big Brother. That's what that is.
Not
That's what
what
they made.
time you watch TV.
They charge you. They'll sell you the TV and then charge you to watch the TV. That's ridiculous. If I wanted to watch TV, I wouldn't pay for it.
No, a cup of tea, Ryan. People think there's an alarm that goes off when we have to stop and drink a cup of
There
tea.
is. It's called lunch break, right? Whenever the lunch bell goes off, you guys have to have tea.
You don't have to drink tea.
Mhm.
You don't have to.
TV
Or you can
Buzzer,
do something else.
you do not.
Damn it.
Buzzer, you do not have gravy on biscuits. You get your
Yes.
biscuit in your tea or you just eat your biscuit. You put gravy on your roast dinner.
It's
Are
all,
they
only if it's
savoury,
sweet
Roger?
gravy, though.
Not on biscuits.
Gotta have sweet gravy on it.
We eat white gravy
What kind
on
of biscuit?
biscuits. Sausage gravy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sausage
and
gravy.
Yeah, but
bacon
your
and
gravy's
bacon fat.
white, isn't it?
Well, yeah, we have both. Brown
Yes,
and
it's
white.
milk based. You can add milk to it. It's the only difference. They're both made with animal fat and flour. That's what they're made of.
It's breakfast in
Instant sausage.
America, dude. That's what it is.
It's called
What?
fat.
You have biscuits for breakfast?
Yeah.
Hell yes. And gravy and sausage
Yep.
and bacon and all that shit.
Eggs.
Yummy.
Yeah.
We do have sausage, bacon, and eggs over in the UK. We have a thing called a full English.
Yeah. We were talking
I
about
hear
that
they
the other
have
day.
an
weren't we?
Irish breakfast. It has bangers and blood
Vicky,
sausages.
it's like putting gravy on a Yorkshire pudding. Yeah, but
Yorkshire pudding is gravy.
pudding should have gravy
Yorkshire
on.
pudding is gravy.
No.
Well,
Like
pudding
my
is
mum
gravy. It's
was
like
from
gravy.
Yorkshire, and I used to love going because you'd go for a pub lunch and you would have literally a Yorkshire pudding the size of your plate, and you'd have your dinner in it, and it was just the best.
Salad talking about biscuits. Jesus, it's biscuits. Oh, good guy.
Is a biscuit.
See-
Jesus is a biscuit.
I hope
Keep your
not.
biscuits away from my gravy.
No, but like we don't have biscuits on our with gravy. That's just weird.
That's traditional American breakfast. If you go to like Denny's or any restaurant, it's on the menu. It's one of the first things you see: biscuits and gravy.
Vicky,
Denny-
where's PJ
Yeah.
gone? Gone to get
He's-
some more camel balls.
No, he's got a phone call from his
Wow.
son's nan.
Okay.
So I'm hoping everything's all right, but we will find out. You lot don't have biscuits. We do, buzz out. We have like rich tea, a digestive, a hobnob,
Custard creams,
bourbons. Exactly. We have
Ginger
loads of
nuts.
biscuits.
ginger
Those are
nuts.
biscuits. Those are donuts.
What are them ones with that look like they got flies in it?
Garibaldi.
That's it.
Sounds
Oh.
delicious.
Think scones. What Roger was eating looked like a scone, but it had no cream and no jam in.
You put butter and jam on it. I'll show you.
Now,
The inside.
clotted cream.
Cookie, a hard cookie. That's what a scone is to me.
No,
It's a
that's
hard,
not it.
an overcooked cookie.
Ian, chocolate hobnobs are my favourite.
What's a hobnob?
I do. I know, Jolly Man, I know they're raisins, not dead flies, but as a kid, they look like dead flies.
Oh boy.
Those are crackers and cookies. No, biscuits are biscuits. Look, our country's older than yours. A biscuit is what we call a biscuit.
Hey, watch it. Watch it.
It's not my fault we colonised you.
How do you know that you
What?
were first? Did
Because
you go
I
back
said
in time and confirm it?
because I said so.
The Arabs were first, so shut up.
You're dead.
Those damn greasy bastards beat us. All
Like
of us.
crusty rolls. A crusty roll's a crusty roll.
What's a crusty roll?
What is a crusty roll?
Does that mean
It's a
baked
roll
and
that's
it's crunchy on the
crusty.
top?
It's not, Vicky, it's not your fault. You don't have buttermilk biscuits. Like. No, but we have malted milk biscuits.
No.
Huh.
I
These
like
are
malted
buttermilk.
Try,
I got
Vicky.
here.
What?
I'll tell you what to try. Hobnobs, chocolate all plain with custard.
Oh yes. I don't know what
Really?
a hobnob is, but custard
I'll
is
tell you
bomb.
what. I tried it once, and I just had to Google it, and there's no results on Google. So that's a dish that I've invented.
Mm.
Hobnobs
To
with
be
custard.
fair, I'm that person that dips their McDonald's fries in their chocolate milkshake.
Oh, you know what tastes
Oh.
better than that? You know what's better than that? Dipping McDonald's French fries in brown gravy. Oh my God, they taste so good.
Yeah, it's just chips and gravy.
Oh,
Yeah.
We have chips and gravy
especially
here.
that good expensive stuff like at a good restaurant where it's like dark brown and it's a little bit creamy too. You know, it's like it's actually made with the broth of whatever they cooked that day. Oh my god, it's so good.
I like
That's a proper gravy. That's what you're supposed to make gravy, dude.
And popcorn with mustard on it. Oh my god, that's good too. I don't know why. It's so good.
Now my girls like Wendy's, Frosties, and French fries. They dip them.
I like a digestive with cheese.
I don't know
on
why I do it, but I do it too. They just need to be dipped. That's all.
Keep dipping them.
You got to be dipped.
No, but a digestive with mature cheddar on it is nice.
What? Digestive.
It's a biscuit. It's a type of biscuit.
It's called a digestive. Yes, I know it sounds disgusting, but they're not. They're good.
Digestive. So I mean, it comes out of their bum.
Hey, sorry about that, guys. Yeah. It's about my son. Yeah, it was about my son. Hold on, it's about my son.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you were in the bathroom.
No, it's about my. Why would I be in the bathroom? No, I was on the phone to my son's grandma.
Funny, I'm sorry.
But no, it's about my son. He was in hospital again. Stopped eating. 4 days.
Is he okay?
You're joking.
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. What they've done as well, like he's autistic, but he's got catatonia with autism, and they give him lorazepam for it. Well, that's the only thing that treats the catatonia in autism. And what they went and did is put him on diazepam instead of lorazepam to wean him off a bit. And like diazepam is a benzo, but it hasn't got the same toxicity levels as lorazepam. Lorazepam is the only benzo that works for catatonia and autism, and they don't even know that much about it, so they're trying to get it back on. But there's also something else that I can't even mention to his social worker yet because they haven't told me, and I'll tell you after the stream because I can't say it in here, babe. Something's been admitted. So
when that mess his diet up,
sorry,
like changing his medicine like that would mess his digestive system up and it probably his appetite. So,
well, I think it's that. Yeah, he needs to be on. I don't care. Right, I know being on medication is not a good thing, but if this is what it takes to, even if he's addicted to it, if this is what he needs to take it. He needs to take it. No, nothing to do with the vaccine. No. His mum had Asperger's. It's hereditary, with him because his mum had Asperger's. So it's hereditary.
What exactly does that do? Like what? I forget what Asperger's is. What exactly?
Asperger's is a lower form of autism. It's like just off the spectrum of autism, on the low end of the. But my son is higher on the spectrum.
It's like a better functioning autist. Is that what you
mean? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They take things a little literal. They're not socially inept, but they're socially awkward. Stuff like that. Sometimes you can't tell with someone that's got Asperger's. Sometimes you can't tell.
I must have used to be that then because I used to be very awkward.
Possibly, bro. You do show signs of it, but so do we all. We all show signs of some type of autism. But yeah, babe, I'll have to let you know afterwards. There's been a little bit of admitting, but it hasn't been told to me officially by Fatima, so I can't say anything yet. You know what I mean?
Can you text it me?
Yeah, well, but let's carry on playing this because I need to get through it because we've been on an hour and a half and we've got to go. Sorry it's took so long, guys. We need to get this finished, then we'll go over and do the movies.
It's all right. We were just debating biscuits.
Just debating biscuits, well, yeah. Did you play any of the video?
No.
That's
we
all
were
right.
literally talking about biscuits.
Right, let's play it then. Let's get it done. It's only 18 minutes long and it's 6 minutes in. Let's get it done then, and then we'll get over the thing. Your nephew has Asperger's. Well, it was my ex. My son's mom's got Asperger's. My son has, well, he's autistic. He's on the spectrum. I'd say 3/4 of the way up, to be honest. Yeah. But yeah, he's lost a lot of weight again.
Did you know Justin's a disabled veteran?
He made a safeguarding list. Basically, he hasn't spoken yet, but he in his own way, he did it. He made a safeguard. He claimed the safeguarding thing to the staff and that. So I'll tell you about it afterwards, babe. Okay.
Just text it me.
Andy's incredible.
Sorry.
I said Andy's incredible.
Yeah.
Who?
I love. Do you know something? I used to love lorazepam, stuff like that. Hey, Logan's Run, why haven't you got a spanner?
Justin is a disabled veteran.
Good to see you, Logan. Good to see you, bro.
Got it.
It's a chip batch, David Banner. It's a chip batch, not a butty.
Gave you a spell. Sorry it took so long, guy. I mean, I wasn't expecting that call, but I had to take it. It was about my son. So, right, let's get on with this.
Consumers got a rough deal as well. You see, most people...
Good to see you, Kim. Good to see you.
People don't actually listen to tons of new music all the time. They just listen to their favorite songs over and over. And as a result, Spotify's algorithms are designed around this, rarely promoting music people haven't heard already. Most people end up getting the same thing they would have gotten with a modest collection of records or digital albums, but they'll be paying for it for the rest of their lives instead of just at once. Even subscription services that let you make concrete purchases.
Yeah, you do have to come up it slowly, Logan, definitely. But it's for my son. It's for my son's catatonia within autism, so he can't be coming off of it yet because there's been no clear signs of getting a lot. He's getting better to a certain degree, but he hasn't started talking yet. He's mute still. He's been mute for 2 years when he used to have a brilliant vocabulary. It's trauma based. Definitely. Weird. And now I know it's definitely trauma based. Definitely, wow. Because there's been mitigation.
Oh, I see what you mean. Now you know why.
Not completely, but I know there's been something admitted.
Right.
Well,
and Kenji spoke about something that was denied, but he hasn't spoke about it verbally. It took hours to get it out of him. But anyway, I'm letting too much go. I can't carry on talking because it hasn't been confirmed to me through his social worker yet. So I'm only going by. So I can't really, in case this gets out to the wrong people. You know what I mean?
I got you, PJ. Can I ask you one question right quick? Didn't he like have his own website and did all kinds of stuff? He was.
I'll show you. Listen, I'll show. No, it's his own channel. It's his own channel. I'll show you his channel. What? I'll get his channel now. He's got 16,500 subscribers. Let me just get it.
Wow.
He got one of his videos. He got 4 or 5 million views. He made money off that. But that's only one of his videos. One of them went viral. Oh, right. He's at least his avatar's changed again. Right. Here we go. This is my son's channel. I'll show you guys. Present. You know it, babe, don't you? You've seen it. Babe.
Vicky.
Babe.
Hello.
Oh, for goodness sake. She might be in the toilet.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Right. So, that's my son. Right. Let me get this big here. Right. That's my son's channel, Superstar. That's my son there in the video. Right, he's got 16. Right, let me make it big so you can see it. There you go, 16. Oh, it's actually gone up. He hasn't put anything on it for ages. Last time I looked, it was 16.4. He's got 16.7 thousand. That's my son there. He doesn't speak at all now. He's 17 now. This is when he was a kid. Let's look at one of his shorts. I don't even know which one it is that got the million odd views. Do you, babe?
I love the fact she's put her own bloody avatar on it.
I know it's her avatar, it's not my son's. So
she used to have a picture on it as well. Imagine Robin.
Do you know what, babe? Do you know the video that got 5 million views? Which one is it?
Oh, I can't remember.
It's weird. He's got that many. Someone's only got 60 odd.
What did I miss?
Yeah, he's got one that's got. Unless it's a short. Is it a short? No, it was a big one. He's got some with thousands. He's got some with just 28. He's got some with hundreds.
No, he's got like millions.
Yeah, no, that's on one. One went viral. Yeah. That's not. Where is it, babe? I don't know what it's called.
Right, let me have a look. I'll have a look and get back.
Is it a short, maybe?
No, it's an actual video.
Is it Nintendo 64? What it is?
PJ, scroll to the top. And you can sort it by popular.
Oh, yeah,
of
course. Of course.
There you go.
There it is. 4.9 million. 4.9 million. That video.
Nice.
Right,
it's like a Minecraft
said Vicky's
game.
gone pee. Why were you talking to me and I wasn't in the room?
Right. I'll get a shot to show you my son talking. Now he's mute. Short. Is he talking this one? Let's see.
Looks like it. Yeah.
He is. That's my son, anyway. Now he doesn't talk.
Nothing like
He's 17
you,
now. He's 17 now. He's probably about 11 or something. I
So
don't know.
really appreciate it. And we're doing a Miles face reveal. No, we're not. No, we're not.
And look, see what he's saying there, right? He's got 16,000 subs now, 16, and he says at the bottom there, thank for the 10 subs, like and subscribe if you're new. So that's when he had 10 subs.
Wow.
Huh? Look, so here we go. That's my boy.
This is Miles face reveal, guys.
That's his cousin. That's his mum in the
That's
background.
Miles' face reveal.
Cringe,
Cringe, never doing that again.
That's his mum talking.
Special. Hello everybody. Hello everyone. We're in Bournemouth, everyone. To see our uncle. To see our uncle on. And we've got someone here with us. Have Grace. Yeah.
Oh, it's his little sister.
The baby.
Oh, he's inhaling helium.
Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Helium.
Yeah, I can hear you. Eat my paw. You're gonna waste it all. It's gonna be gone in a minute. Hello.
Anyway, that's my son, guys. That's my son.
It takes up to you, PJ.
He looks like me, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I think he looks like a total stranger to me, though.
The only thing is he's got a Coventry accent. Well, he hasn't got any accent at the minute because he doesn't talk. But yeah, he's totally mute now, totally mute. And as you can see there, that's when he's 10 or 11. He's got a wide vocabulary there, even there. You know, so he hasn't spoken for 2 years. He's now 17. You know, that's like 6 years ago or something. Mini PJ. I certainly couldn't deny him, could I?
No.
Can I give you a hats off, man? Because if I were you, I would be a pissed motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, well, I very much so am. Very much so am.
She's lucky I don't know where she lives because I'd be in jail.
Babe, yeah, but you don't know what's happened, so just don't be saying anything. In a minute. Anyway, let's
I'm not on
start.
about that. I'm on about just the thing.
Okay.
Don't actually grant you ownership of anything. Sony clearly demonstrated this in 2023 when they removed tons of discovery shows from people's digital libraries, even though they'd already bought them. In fact, we've actually lost so much with the subscription revolution, including the basic idea of ownership itself. Meanwhile, companies can abuse the many tricks that are now possible with this business model, as it's just so much easier to lure people into subscription models. Giving out free CDs or free samples of any product isn't guaranteed to make people come back, but free, easy to join trials on the other hand are far easier and much cheaper. Even if loads of people go in with the intention of cancelling it later, lots of them will forget. Most people just don't even realize how many subscriptions they really have. Some companies like Amazon set up traps by making a subscription the default option for some of their products. Meanwhile, they call it subscribe and save, implying they're doing all of this to save you money. And it's a problem that's growing surprisingly fast. Unused subscriptions went from costing the UK £306 million in 2022 to £688 million just 1 year later. And it's probably the same all across the Western world. The focus changes from the consumer making the active choice to buy something again to the consumer choosing not to continue paying. Even upselling is easier with subscription services, as lots of companies artificially restrict features, gatekeeping them for a more expensive premium plan. And if that's not enough, they can use a trick that Amazon, Netflix, and many other big companies have recently introduced. Instead of just raising the price, you can introduce a new subscription level with adverts. You can use this to replace the old basic subscription, which becomes the new premium subscription. The old premium subscription with whatever add-ons you can invent becomes a premium plus, and now you can charge even more for that one as well. And if all the major companies agree to this, then there's really nothing the consumer can do. These companies have learned that despite the backlash, they often end up making so much more money from the people who stick around compared to the customers they lose. All this, and now so many companies are doing this, the actual service and offer has gotten so much worse. There was a short period in time where a Netflix subscription would give you tons of different films and shows to watch, but now all the content is split up across a dozen different apps, which all cost far more individually than the old Netflix used to. And you still get adverts on top, and it's almost worse than cable used to be, all without ever actually owning anything. So Generation Z are already on the back foot. Unlike previous generations, they don't own things like their music, and even without inflation, they're going to be paying far more than previous generations did for the exact same things. But unfortunately, subscription models aren't the only thing that's changing. Lots of the older members of Generation Z, after going through their morning routines, will end up at work. But lots of Generation Z is already checking out of the system because no matter how much they work, it isn't going to make their lives any better. Costs of living are incredibly high across the developed world, and this affects young people much more than older and richer generations. For lots of people, this means that they're barely staying afloat and they're definitely not building up any savings. A Bank of America survey of their adult Gen Z customers showed that over half didn't even have savings to cover just 3 months of expenses. 46% have also had to rely on their parents or family financially.
Sorry guys, I haven't said a word for 5 minutes. I was typing. I haven't even known what it's been saying. Is there anything need to be said?
Not really. That they think everybody's really stupid and they're going to sell you a membership and keep you in there forever.
Well, that's what they do. That's what they do. Hence the title. That's what they do. But there you go. There you go. Babe, I sent you that message.
Financially just to get by. They're living paycheck to paycheck. 1 or 2 bad days could financially cripple them. They're the ones who are comparatively well off. Lots of Generation Z don't have access to those kinds of privileges. Instead, they're sinking further into debt to keep up. Since 2022, credit card balances for Generation Z have increased by more than 50%. The average balance for someone aged 22 to 24 in 2023 was nearly $3,000.
That is perpetually 29. Time isn't real. I'm still. You're right. Time isn't real. We're always in the now. We live a duration. There is no such thing as time. You're right.
$1,000, 26% more than it was for millennials that were the same age just 10 years ago. And at the same time, delinquency rates have also risen as well. These aren't signs that Generation Z are naturally careless or looser with their money compared to millennials. More so it's the conditions that have changed that's simply squeezing them harder. It all means that a larger part of Generation Z are working just to pay off their debts.
I agree, Salad. Generation Z, not Z. I agree. I completely agree. It's Z. It's Z. Let's see. But if you think about it, Z does make more sense because if you think about it, like all the other ones, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, is all like how it sounds and what they call. But if you say Z, Z sounds nothing like how a Z sounds. Like you know what I mean? You never say zebra. You know what I mean? You never say zebra, but you say zebra or zebra. So it does make more sense to be Z than Z. But I agree, it is Z.
I think they called us Generation X, dude. That's what they call us.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Vicky, I was behind again. Just heard your comment on the chip boy. Babe, he's only just heard your comment on the chip boy. He's still there, babe.
It's a chip batch.
That's what he just. I say butty actually, where I'm from Scotland.
Chip batch.
It's a cob.
It's a batch.
No, it's not. That's not why he's not eating, Sandra. It's to do with trauma. It's nothing like that. He's ate plenty while he's been on the medication. He needs that medication. He needs it. It's because of the medication he's not eating. He needs to actually be on the medication. He has anxiety with that. He won't be able to cope with that at the minute. Definitely not. It's too early for him to come off that. And I don't want my son to be on drugs, but if he has to be for him to get any, I agree with it, because at the minute, no, I mean, all I can do is pray. It's not like he's on a ton of drugs. He's only on 2, compared to like a lot of people's on a lot. So no, it's not that. It's not. Zed's dead or Zed's deed. Aye, that's it. That's it.
Are they?
But yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying in private chat, Sandra. But yeah, it's not that. It's not that.
Yeah, that's what I put in private.
Yeah, I know. All good. Have you read that, babe? Have you read that, babe?
Yep.
Okay. But you better not be putting anything up on social media and that. You can't do that. Remember?
I've never done that.
No, I'm just saying, don't do it yet, babe. Until don't please.
I'm not doing anything. I'm replying to you because I can't say how I really feel at this minute.
Well, I know, but
So
don't. You can't, babe. But
Not
well,
going to.
babe, well, listen. I said to you I would tell you later, and you said type it to me now. So you can't be going moody because of it. Okay?
I got a question for you, Peach.
Babe, talk to me.
Yes, I'm just texting you.
All right, good. Right, go, Roger.
Is he close enough to you now that you can get to him?
Who, my son?
Yeah.
He's about 40 miles away. Hold on.
About a half hour.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. I can get. But he has to say yes for me to go and see him. Obviously, if I had to go and pick him up, I would do it. But for me to actually visit him, he actually has to say yes, and he's not saying yes to anybody at the minute except his grandma. And
There's no reason for you to worry about it, though. You should be good, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And survive. There isn't any room for building a life, and that's for the people lucky enough to have a job in the first place. Every young person knows just how hard it is to get a job in the modern world, especially when you're fresh out of school or university. Even the lowest paying jobs are becoming even more hard to get nowadays. In fact, we made an entire video on just this topic alone, as it's not uncommon for companies to force people into multiple interviews, team building exercises, and other pointless tasks. The kinds of jobs that let you climb society's ladder are even worse. They're locked behind layers upon layers of time-destroying bureaucracy. First, there's the standard AI systems that filter out most of the applications based on just random keywords and invisible tests. And once you get past those, you'll get your CV and application read by an overworked, stressed HR intern who's often far less qualified in your field than you are. Then there are the tests, interviews, group exercises, callbacks, and more. Sites like LinkedIn have monetized this process and make more money the harder the whole process is. Whole industries have sprung up to take advantage of the desperate people just looking for stable work. Eventually, if you're one of the lucky few that does get a job offer, then all it does is elevate you to the first group who are paying off their debts. But they still probably won't own anything either. The commute home is yet another example of this. It's another subscription service again, this time though it's mandatory for all but the richest. Either you travel on public transport, which in some cities can cost as much as your rent, or you use a car, something that most Gen Zers can only buy with credit. Today, even a used car is out of reach for most of Generation Z. The cheaper ones will break down and cost thousands to repair anyway. The most expensive ones are just as expensive as new cars. They've actually started integrating further subscription plans into the cars themselves. Until recently, BMW were planning to lock their heated seats behind a monthly paywall, even though the feature was already built into the car, showing the absurdly dystopian levels of how far the practice of blocking off things that used to come for free has really become. Instead, they reversed that decision, but not for any moral reasons. Instead, they'll just stick to charging for software features that they could have included anyway, like parking assistance. Companies are always trying to erode the will of consumers to resist these creeping changes. They only roll them back when they get such a massive backlash that it will actually impact their sales. Once they're home, Gen Z are then confronted by yet another thing they won't own, which should be obvious at this point. If you don't have any hope of owning your own music or a car, then a house or a flat is definitely out of reach. The average price of a home in the UK has nearly reached £300,000, and similarly in the US it's around $419,000. In the big cities, it's so much worse. To just rent in Manhattan, it costs almost $5,000 on average, just for a tiny little box with barely any bedrooms. But just on average, Generation Z first-time buyers will pay over $100,000.
That's fortune, man. And people are doing it in debt for the rest of their life. Like we all, well, not us all, but yeah, I think I think probably all are. It's crazy that that's why they want us in debt to them all the way through life.
I got two words to say, PJ. Small hats.
Small hats, right, exactly. I'd rather these people say small hats than bloody crooked noses. I hate that saying because it's a facial description. You shouldn't be using the facial feature to describe them because it sounds as though you are being hateful. I agree with what people say about them, absolutely. But let's not start calling them crooked noses. It's stupid because then you're just being what they say you are. Anti-Semitic, even though it's a stupid saying, anti-Semitic, you know what I mean? You're being prejudiced to a certain extent because of someone's using a facial feature doesn't look good because that's just like you saying using a black person and because they're black and calling them a N-word. You know what I mean? It's the same type of thing. It's a feature, you know. So call them a small hat. That's something to wear. Or call them a Jew. Simple, you know.
They love their interest. They don't want to work. They love the bank.
Yeah, absolutely.
£1,000 of mortgage repayments in the first 5 years. Yet not that long ago, people only paid about £74,000 in today's money for exactly the same thing. And that's only if they can actually convince a bank to let them buy a home in the first place. But most people aren't buying homes in the middle of nowhere. If you're trying to make money and get a good job, you end up in a city where you just can never save any money. And these high rents mean that most—
Yeah, I get you, Ian. Yeah, it's saying he says something about, I do get the use of medication, but it should be short term. Absolutely, it should be short term, but at the minute, it's the only thing that helps. It's the only thing that they use to treat it because they don't know much about it, and it's the only thing at the minute that helps, and nothing else does. So until he starts showing some improvement, I mean, he hasn't been on it long enough. If he doesn't show any improvement, definitely then try something else or take him off that or whatever. But at the minute, it's kind of the only thing that helps at the minute. You know what I mean? And I'm one for saying, look, you shouldn't be on medication all your life. But listen, if it's got to help him in the day, I'm for it. You know. Justin, you did it. Please, Justin. Oh, dude, what? Dude, I appreciate you, bro, but you don't have to do that, brother.
Yeah, we remember the last time we did that, people jumped your.
I know, because it was Vicky's birthday, wasn't it? Everybody was like, yeah, get Vicky this, get Vicky that, get it. Vicky, like, I couldn't believe it. But it was like, thank people, man. Thank you for it, you know.
It was when you had to burn that tenner.
Oh yeah.
That was because that was from Armstrong.
Yeah. The AA.
Are you okay, babe?
Yeah.
No, no, exactly, babe. I hope not either, but you know, if you did, then you know, let's go. Right, let's see. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Let's take a picture of that. So I wonder if I can. No, let's go. Right, no, I need to take a snapshot of it.
Justin's a great guy, dude. I'm telling you right now.
Justin's brilliant. He's so generous, man. But you don't, Justin, you don't have to do it. What? Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna have to cut your name out because this is a different name. Okay. Because this is not the same as your last one, so I'm gonna have to cut your name out of it. 2 seconds. Because the last one was from Just Incredible. This is from. Oh no! Hold on. This is from. Oh, what? Yeah. Are you him? Justin, is that you? Are you that bad? Right, hold on. I'm a little bit confused. Hold on a minute.
You put be right back.
He'll be right back.
Who said that?
Justin.
I'm a little confused.
I'll be right back.
All right, because well, I thought Jeremy says not Jeremy. Sorry, I thought Just Incredible says he put something in PayPal because that's medication. He's 17. He's never tried cannabis. Dave Barnard. I'm not, and he's obviously it's illegal here, isn't it? At the minute, so it's school. It's school. Where he's not, they obviously wouldn't allow that. But I mean, I would certainly think that would be a good thing for him. Definitely.
Hello, everyone.
Babe, Justin said, I didn't really, but okay, here we go. Be right back.
Oh, no, don't. I thought you said you did. But listen, I've actually got a PayPal from someone I didn't realise, so I need to show it. So that's why I got confused, because I thought he said he did. And I've just got a PayPal from someone. It's from Can't Fix Stupid then. I was thinking that's not the same person, Justin. Incredible, it can't be. So I've got to take a picture of it. But I'll cut out his name. I think you know his name anyway, but I'll keep his name cut out of it. Let me take a snapshot. Where's my bloody thing?
Hello, can you
hear
me?
It's good to see you, bro. How you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, all good, all good, all good.
We're talking money today. Finance.
Yeah, nearly done. We'll be heading over to Rumble soon to watch the movies. But yeah, let's. I need to send it to you first, babe. Sorry, guys, I had to be on the phone for half an hour. I got got news about my son and that. So
I hope Vicky comes first always.
Oh, well, exactly. I'm just saying. I hope Vicky and that kept you entertained.
Hi, Anna.
Oh, we tried.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
And sorry, so I can show it. Right. Let's present yet. This file. Where did it go? Downloads. Right. This one. Where's it going? All right. It'll be documents. Got it. So thank you very much to. That is from Can't Fix Stupid. His real name's obviously in there. You guys have seen his real name before, but I'm not going to say it just in case he doesn't his head. But yeah, Can't Fix Stupid. Bless you, bro. Thanks for that. Excellent. He said, had a price match on the camera and saved me 50 quid. It might as well go too. Bless you, brother. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I just noticed that now. I don't know when you put it in, but thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. And Justin, you don't have to put anything in. I thought you said you did because, hold on, where's the message? What it's
Justin's gone. He said he'll be back. There's David.
Oh, there he is. There he is. You just said it, babe.
That's only his
I
first
not saying
name.
his name, and you just said his name.
I always say.
I know, I'm joking, but you didn't say his name. It's cool.
Hey, when I say hi to him, I don't put hi. Don't.
I'm
Can't
joking,
fix
man.
it.
I'm joking, you weirdo. Bloody hell. But Dave, nice one, bro. I say it as well, but I don't say. Obviously, I'm not saying his surname. But bless you, brother. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. You're a star. You're a star. Where is it? Why is it? I thought that he said that
because Justin was joking and he said it.
Yeah, definitely, Dave. Just as an alternative, absolutely. And once I'm in the position, once he's out of that school and whatever, to be able to suggest that once he's talking and talking to me and talking to everybody else, yeah, absolutely, I'll do that. I'll do that. I would definitely suggest it. Oh wow, I got rid of the wrong thing. I got rid of the video. Idiots. Oh, and now I can't remember how far in we were.
Don't know.
I'll find it. I'll find it. I'll find it. I'll find it. Okay.
Never own anything. The death of owning.
Right. Oh, so it was. I think we had like.
You're probably about 10 minutes in.
10 minutes, you think? Yeah.
Yeah.
At least.
Was you past here? Back past that? No. About that? Yeah. See, I went back here.
Any room for building a life, and that's for the people lucky enough to have a job in the first place. Every young person knows just how hard it is to get a job in the modern world, especially when you're fresh out of school or university. Even the lowest paying jobs are becoming even more hard to get nowadays. In fact, we made an entire video on just this topic alone.
And that is the truth though. I mean, sometimes in Coventry, there's lots of agencies that will take you on, but they earn an awful lot of you. You know what I mean? But when you try to find a normal job like that, like little jobs like McDonald's and stuff like that, sometimes it's hard to find, isn't it, babe? Right here.
Nepotism for the win.
Yeah.
Yes, nepotism.
Yeah.
That's it. You need to know someone. You need to know family.
Hi,
someone in the know.
No, knowing someone is not working. Being hired because of family connections is nepotism.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
You need to know someone like family to be hired. Yeah, that's what I meant. Nepotism,
Yep,
of course.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I've never got that myself. I've had to work hard for myself.
Well, I mean, I've only experienced nepotism to the point that my brother-in-law hired me because it's me. But the thing is, it's just a paint and boats job, just a normal labouring job. It's not like I was favoured.
Or you have to make a good impression on someone. I remember a situation. I was sitting in a Dublin pub. It was Bleeding Horse, one of the oldest pubs in Dublin, and guy from the America came and we just started chatting, freely. I'm always very open, and he was as well. Irish are very open, extremely open anyway. So we start chatting, and it's like asking me what I'm doing, where I'm from, and so on. And I spent like a freaking half an hour, and he said, "You know what? Even I don't know you. based on our conversation, I would hire you straight away. What the fuck?
I'm a Nepo baby. I'm sorry to admit it.
Say again.
I'm
but not really.
Yeah, every job I've ever had is
was
from
as a farmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not like that's not anymore though, is it? You know what I mean?
You just need to prepare, prepare yourself for example, an interview. They always ask you for your good side, bad side. So, for example, 3 mistakes you do. You need to always know to change those mistakes to benefits, to the good thing. For example, some people might take it the wrong way. I'm very detail-oriented man, and people find it annoying. But I think it's helping me. So that's like a bad thing, and they say it as a good thing. So you just have to twist their mind,
Aye, I get you. Just incredible, bro. I love you, man. I love you, but you're too good. You're too kind for your own good, bro. You're too kind for your own good sometimes.
Hey, Janos, I'm gonna put you an album in the private chat. You'll like it. I think.
Just
good.
Okay.
Got you. Just incredible. 74 quid and 2 pence. Here's some Bologna for you, just because it's Tuesday.
Bologna.
From just incredible. Bless you, brother. Thank you very much, dude. You're a star. You don't have to do that, brother, but it's much appreciated. Thank you very much, sir.
I'm trying to figure out how to download this whole album.
Bologna, it's a city in Italy. I was there.
Aye. Oh wow, it's done it again to me. It disappeared. The video bloody disappeared again to me. Or is it still here? No, it's gone. It disappeared to me. Stupid thing again. This new setting in the StreamYard, pain in the butt. Right.
You'll get your CV and application read by an overworked, stressed HR intern who's often far less qualified in your field than you are. Then there are the tests, interviews, group exercises, callbacks, and more. Sites like LinkedIn have monetized this process.
When I've been to a job interview and all that, and before you've even got the job, you're doing all these group exercises and group things, and it seems so vain and futile, because if you don't, in these little tests you're getting, and if you actually don't know the answers, which is so easy, people don't, they just get told the answer. There's no learning there. It's just oh yeah, we've told you this, yeah, you can work, this is just formality. I think them stupid.
I don't even have an account on the LinkedIn. I never use it. It's from, I think Microsoft bought it, yeah. And I just avoid this kind of things. But I know headhunters are running over there always. If I would provide over there my CV, they would be going after me. But I'm happy where I am. So
that's right, bro. So, that's exactly right, man. I mean, I have never applied for a job at LinkedIn, but for some reason they are sending me things, and I have been in agencies for pitch.
Possibly you have. I know what happened.
Like that. They have LinkedIn have been offering me jobs, and I've never signed up with them.
Yeah.
Ever.
Possibly you even clicked someday on someone's account. So the cookies, and check the data, pull out the data from your computer, from your info, and now they just have your email and so on, and they're sending you shit.
Got you.
Yeah, I've actually got a job through LinkedIn once. So.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any good?
No, it was a burger joint, dude. Yeah, that's what it was.
Cool. Right. The vid was about 5:35, I think. The vid was about 5:35. What vid?
No, I was just saying, because I put that on screen, I want to make sure you read it.
Yeah, but what is it? What vid's 5 minutes?
The video we were watching that you lost.
Oh, what, 5:35 we were in? No, we was in a lot further than that, because I'd already said we were in 6 minutes. So that was ages ago at 5 minutes. So no, we were definitely past 10 minutes. I think he's talking about something else. Well, the one you're watching. Yeah, but no, we was definitely past that. Definitely, because I remember saying 6 minutes odds, but we'd watched 4 minutes since then.
Yeah. Let's get it finished.
Yeah, I need to get it finished because we're going over Rumble.
and make more money the harder the whole process
sorry, I
is.
just want to interrupt. Roger, it's a good beat. It's an old school beat, but with new flavor. So
You like it?
Yes, adjusted over time. So very good. I like it.
Nice.
All right, I got you. See what you're talking about. Got you.
Whole industries have sprung up to take advantage of the desperate people just looking for stable work. Eventually, if you're one of the lucky few that does get a job offer, then all it does is elevate you to the first group who are paying off their debts. But they still probably won't own anything either. The commute home is yet another example of this. It's another subscription service again, this time though it's mandatory for all but the richest. Either you travel on public transport, which in some cities can cost as much as your rent, or you use a car, something that most Gen Zers can only buy with credit. Today, even a used car is out of reach for most of Generation Z. The cheaper ones will break down and cost thousands to repair anyway. The most expensive ones are just as expensive as new cars. They've actually started integrating—
I mean, I know it's totally going off topic, but it is though. Cars, like you could pay a fortune on a car, but then even if you damage it a slight bit, like a little part of the engine, it can cost nearly. Sometimes it can cost nearly the price of the car to get it fixed and replace the part. It's crazy. It's absolutely mental how much these things cost.
I think you know it, but I want to say it. If you want to really have income, you have to have passive income. That's the best way. So, for example, car is not a good investment because car is always losing worth. So the best way is something which brings you money. For example, I never did it, but some people took the money from the bank, bought the house, and then put it on the market. So people were living there, and they were paying for their rent and for their interests. So that's how it works. So it's passive income. Then you can diversify and get this money and buy, for example, land, a bit of land, because land always goes up. So you can invest in gold as well. I had crypto, but I got rid of it. So if you see trends, for example, before I invested in the CDR project, which created the Witcher, Wiedźmin, and I knew that will be the great one, and I really got the good money on this. So it was really worth it. Unfortunately, I had back in the days some Bitcoin, and it was like I don't know, $20 maybe or something,
right?
Or euros other. I spent it, So it's I ordered because I bought it for cents, So it's plenty. I already earned thousands of percents, on this. Excuse me. So if I would know, but who could predict, So But now I don't have any crypto because I know who created it, and I know it's from Devil's agenda. So I'm not using this shit because Bitcoin has been really created for the reason to get people adjusted to the cryptocurrency for CBDC and so on. And when I realized that, I get rid of all of the crypto I had.
Don't blame me. So exactly, you put it up very good. Justin said, "I'm glad that I found God in 2018. Otherwise, I'd be brune breed." I was very thinking of deleting myself, and I learned in scriptures that apparently I'm not allowed to delete myself anymore. I was sort of depressed when I figure. I get you.
No, but then he said, but apparently now I must endure until the end. So now that's what I try and do. I wear a bracelet to remind myself not to myself.
Delete yourself. Absolutely. Well said.
Praise God. I had some chats with Ryan before on email. Unfortunately, it stops. But I can tell you that we are kind of aligned. We differ in small things, but mainly we have the same approach to everything.
Justin, I don't know if you've got PJ's email address, but if you have, email him and he can send you my email address. And because I've been through that as well. And if you ever feel that way, you can just email me and I'll talk to you.
Absolutely. Right, let's get this done because I need to go back to the Scrumble site.
further subscription plans into the cars themselves. Until recently, BMW were planning to lock their heated seats behind a monthly paywall, even though the feature was already built into the car, showing the absurdly dystopian levels of how far the practice of blocking off things that used to come for free has really become. Instead, they reversed that decision, but not for any moral reasons. Instead, they'll just stick to charging for software features that they could have included anyway, like parking assistance. Companies are always trying to erode the will of consumers to resist these creeping changes. They only roll them back when they get such a massive backlash that it will actually impact their sales. Once they're home, Gen Z are then confronted by yet another thing they won't own, which should be obvious at this point.
That's a start, to be honest, because later...
Hold on, babe. Okay. What you saying, babe?
Can you send Justin my email address?
Yeah. Have I got you? Yeah. Have I got your email, Justin? I think I have. Yeah. Of course I have. Yeah. Send me Vicky's. Yeah. Which one, though, babe?
The TED one. I'll text it, yeah.
I text me it because I don't think I've got it saved in my thing. Sorry, Yanis, go on.
Yeah, no worries. Sorry about that. I was saying it's just a start, that you are paying for extra features and it's monthly payment. The goal is that you want to have the car. You will just pay for renting the car. That's the goal. So what was the phrase? You own nothing and be happy? From WF? That's right. Exactly. That's the agenda. So there will be rich and poor. There will be no middle class. They want to get rid of middle class. Why? Because poor can't get to the rich class. The biggest threat for them is a middle class. Because from middle, it's way closer than from the bottom class. That's why they want to get rid of middle class. That's the agenda.
Absolutely, totally agreed. I mean, you're totally right there as well. I mean, hence why I called the stream "Buy Now, Pay for All Your Life." You know what I mean?
Yeah, that reminds me. There's a great crypto salesman I know. His name is Jaron Campanella. He'll want to see you.
Yes, absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Right.
So I heard he's a solid guy. I
would gladly pay him money and tell him, leave me the fuck alone.
Absolutely, man. Right, let's go, man.
If you don't have any hope of owning your own music or a car, then a house or a flat is definitely out of reach. The average price of a home in the UK has nearly reached £300,000, and similarly in the US it's around $419,000. In the big cities it's so much worse. To just rent in Manhattan it costs almost $5,000 on average, just for a tiny little box with barely any bedrooms. But just on average, Generation Z first-time buyers will pay over £100,000 of mortgage repayments in the first 5 years. Yet not that long ago, people only paid about £74,000 in today's money for exactly the same thing, and that's only if they can actually convince a bank to let them.
How it works. I don't know if I mentioned it, possibly I did, because I usually share this knowledge. So, how it works, you usually pay for 25 years or 30 years or even longer, 2.5 triple payment, what is worth at the beginning. So, the thing is, you have a variable interest and you have fixed interest, yes? Probably the same in your country. So fixed looks very good because they tell you that no changes will affect you because for let's say for 2, 3, 5, 6 years it's fixed, so your rate will still the same. You always pay the same money. So it's people want to do it, but better is to use a variable. Why? But you have to read as well carefully your contract. Mortgage, it's a grip, that grip exactly from French. So you own the money, so they can do whatever they want with you. But if you have variable, and if you read your contract and you can pay additional money, there is no any points which prohibits you to pay additional money whenever you want. You can get your house in 5 years instead of 25 years and fully paid. I will tell you how it works. Every time when you pay your monthly payment, your interest go to zero, and they are building through the whole month up to very, very high percentage. So, for example, let's say you pay £1,000, €1,000, $1,000, whatever monthly payment. So when you have fixed, usually it's roughly around $800, whatever pounds, whatever, for the interests, and only 200 for the base. So that's why you spend so much time to pay for it.
Got you.
So the thing is, when it's building, it's percentage on the percentage. At the end of the month, when you need to pay, you pay it and goes to zero and start building again after payment. But when you have variable, then let's say monthly, you pay as well 1,000. Yes. The trick is to pay in addition every day $1 or £1, whatever, every single day. So at the end of the month, you pay $1,030, right? Or pounds. It's only 30 euro more. But the thing is, when the percentage is rising and you make a payment, this percentage of interest goes down to zero each single time. So it doesn't have time to accumulate. And then, roughly calculating, you will pay 800 for your base and only 200 for your interests. That's why you can get your house after 5 years.
Wow.
Yes, that's how it works. They will be sending you threats and so on that you can do that and so on. It doesn't matter because it's in their own law, so they can do nothing about this. Even if they would sue you, which never happens, but even if the judge would just laugh in their faces because you're paying the money and you're paying more than they want, and you have variable which you are entitled to pay whenever you want. People don't know it. People usually pay like a lump of money, like every few months. Yeah, it's working as well, but the best way is 30 euro a month, every single day, €1, to pay. And then you own this house after 5 years, not fucking 25. So that's a really life hack. If you have friends who have mortgage, tell them that. Flip to the freaking variable and read carefully the contract if you can do that. Because sometimes they will put in contract that you can't pay more, you can't make more payments monthly than, let's say, 3 or 5. Then you fucked. You know what I mean? You need to really read the contract. What's written there? Or for example, they will tell you that you can't pay more than whatever a year. So all in contract.
Well, they'll charge you a penalty, right? If you do that, you get penalized.
For example, yeah. That's why you have to read the contract before you sign anything. You just fucking read it.
Yeah.
Just another email.
Buy a home in the first place. But most people aren't buying homes in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, Vicky's emailed you just then. I sent you his by mistake, babe. I was actually trying to send it to him, but it went to you for some reason. It's weird, but yeah, I've sent him yours anyway, babe. Okay.
If you're trying to make money and get a good job, you end up in a city where you just can never save any money. And these high rents mean that most people in Generation Z will never have enough savings for a deposit. And banks today want you to easily be able to re-afford the repayments, as it's a much stricter system than the checks for renting, which creates an excruciating contradiction. Gen Z are left paying tons more in rent than their house would cost to mortgage, while still not being able to actually buy the home they're living in, as your position and security in society is purely based on who your parents were. And as these assets soar in value, it means it will always be completely out of reach for most people in society and only in reach for people who inherited it.
I think a lot of people know there's fundamental inequity, intergenerational inequity, which is because salaries are taxed very highly and wealth, particularly capital gains from your main property, are barely taxed at all. And that leads to, I think, a kind of absurdity, which is that one piece written about this is it's not actually intergenerational inequality that's the problem. It's going to be intragenerational inequality when people start inheriting houses or not inheriting houses, because you can literally have the situation where you can work incredibly hard for 30 years and reach a position of some eminence in a business or in an institution. And because your parents happen to live in an area of low house prices or didn't own a house at all, you're still living somewhere crap. Whereas your underlings, whose parents lived in Surbiton or Kensington or whatever it may be, are basically swanning around in palaces, going on cruises all the time.
Meaning you just get rich if you're already.
Kensington is full of expensive places, but at the same time, the people that are there can bloody afford it,
rich, and the
So
glass
the way
ceiling
it
is
is as well, for example, to earn the money. Let's say you go to the bank, you get the mortgage, yes? Even if you get the mortgage for 25 years. So comparing the prices which you get for putting it on the market, someone live with you, for example, as a cohabitant, you just put on the market one room. Mainly this room will pay for your mortgage and you will have extra money. So in this way, you won't pay any money and you will save money. You have surplus. So that's how it goes. So sometimes it's worth it, to just squeeze your ass, live with someone for a few years, get the money and pay for everything, and then you're okay.
I mean, I've been in situations like that. I mean, yeah, I suppose if I was to do that, I suppose I'd be used to it because I've lived in situations where I've had to live with people, lived in squalor, lived on the streets, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I get you.
Unbreakable. And now as we're reaching the end of the day, most people from Generation Z will be relaxing with TV shows, film, and
You're good, Sandro. You're good. I'm going to you up for a minute.
Yeah, I'm all good. I'm just in chat with the ladies.
That's with he's doing the lady. He's being a lady.
I think that's the first time I hear Sandra voice, to be honest. I don't think so. I've heard it. Yeah, I think so. I didn't hear it before.
He pops in quite a lot now.
Come in.
Nodding older.
Nodding older.
I've heard everyone apart of Sandro, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there should be more people pop in so we know how to put a voice to who we're chatting to.
True.
Right.
Why not?
Are you Scottish?
Yeah. Doesn't cost anything.
No, he's not Scottish. He's from actually where I'm living. He's 60 miles away from me.
Right.
Because I'm Scottish, obviously, but I live in the West Midlands of England.
Yes.
He's from Birmingham area. He's from Dudley.
Yeah.
Dudley.
Very tough accent, English or Scottish?
It's definitely there. It's a tough English accent.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough English accent. Definitely. It's one of the strongest. It's one of the strongest accents in England. Scouse, Brummie type accents, Black Country. Very strong accents. Very strong.
What are they calling Newcastle now?
Geordies. All right, they're strong accent as well. Definitely.
Well, Sandro, we won't hold it against you at all, man. It's all right.
music. It would most likely come from yet another streaming service and a subscription plan. But for lots of Generation Z, it goes even further than that. Many of them won't even own the TV they're watching things on or the speakers they're using to listen to music. It's all part of yet another evolution in the anti-ownership economy. Buy now, pay later schemes. At first, nobody expected this to ever take off, even the supposed experts in the field. It all began in 2008 when 3 students from the
Salad, I dream about Scotland as well. I used to dream about it every night because I lived there all my life. So anytime I dreamed I was in Scotland.
Stockholm School of Economics competed in a university entrepreneurship competition.
No,
they pitched their idea for an e-commerce business revolving around this.
While talking through the video, it is a nice place, scenic wise, absolutely. But when you're from there, you get sick of it like you do wherever you are. But scenic wise, beautiful.
New type of selling products, but it was just laughed out of the room. Reportedly, the panel of judges told them the idea would never make any money and that they should just give up. Despite losing the competition, their confidence remained unshaken, and they would found the company anyway. And after months of work, they finally found investors to join the company. 3 years later, their new company Klarna had already expanded from Sweden into the rest of Europe. And today, they're aiming for an IPO valuing the company at around $15 billion. Now this might be a happy, great story for the founders, but it wasn't for the rest of the world. The rise of Klarna represents the rise of a new type of consumption, taking out debt for trivial purchases. These so-called buy now, pay later schemes are the apex of this entire problem. Debt and a lack of ownership fueling consumerism and exploitation. Their 0% interest promises sound enticing at first, but once you miss a payment, the late fees add up and eventually they can push people into bankruptcy. And tragically, this isn't the only reason people use these loans.
Exactly, Aaron. Acquire now, pay exorbitantly, own much later. And you'll never own it. I
got a loan years ago, right? And I was paying for years, paying it back. And by the time it was getting to be so, right, my parents paid it off in the end, but I've been paying it for years, and the whole time I'd only ever paid 50 quid off the debt. The rest was off the interest, and I'd been paying it every month for years.
That's it. See what I mean? And who's it? Say? I told you, Chilling says Scotland. He's basically saying it's pesh, isn't Scotland's pesh? Like I say, when you're from there, that's what you say. It's shit. It's a shithole. Everybody, when they're from somewhere, where I live's a shithole. I mean, now I'm away from where I'm from. I miss it. I miss Fraserburgh. I miss where I'm from. But when I go back there, it's the same old shithole.
I'm not from a shithole.
No, I know, but you know the score, babe.
Look, I don't like the country I live in, but not because of the country I live in.
Well, I don't think. Well, yeah, I know.
But
the more desperate.
I'm from a nice place.
Oh, okay. You are. Not anymore, though. Not anymore.
No, I live in a shithole now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Often
it's pretty amazing. There's a lot of women in chat. Sandro's out there fishing, man.
Oh, Sandra's being the womanizer, is he?
Do you know what, though? I love the fact now that there's so many more women. Because remember, like, when I first came on, there wasn't that many women. And like the other day, me, Heron, and Pebbles. We'd literally been in the same chat on different streams, multiple in the same day, and it's nice because there wasn't many women.
Yeah,
and now
good.
Like
there's a variety of people.
I love it.
Because at one point I didn't have any female subscribers at all except Barbara, and then Barbara came along with Maria and all that. But I don't see Maria that much anymore. Don't see Barbara. She says hello to me and sobs not now and again, but she doesn't.
Maria's got a new job.
Is that what it is? Maria Walker. Got you.
Yeah, she
said.
Let's
get this video finished. I've got a minute and a half of it or something, then I'll get over to Rumble.
Cool.
Get these movies on.
Rely on them for groceries and everyday.
I mean, for some it was only meant to take an hour. It took like 2.5 hours. But I did have that half-hour call where Vicky had to keep you occupied with chat, you know. But it had to be done. It was about my son, you know.
It wasn't just me. We were all talking about biscuits.
Well, there you go. You were keeping guys entertained. Fair play.
Essentials. It means that lots of Generation Z don't even own the food in their own fridge. All the things we've discussed today are part of a global movement that's eroding the very idea of ownership itself.
A movement, it won't be global though.
While Generation Z is bearing the brunt of it, it's still something that affects all of us. In many ways, it's a necessary consequence of inequality. The fact that a smaller and smaller proportion of people own nearly all of the wealth creates the need for these exact conditions. In another way though, it's the evolution of the consumer culture itself. Actual ownership is unnecessary when it's the experience of consumption that people crave. Modern services are completely focused on this. But
that's it, it's really true, and I'm the same. I've got my Xbox there, and I used to have an Xbox with physical games I owned. Now I can't buy my Xbox with a slot for physical games. I now own games that I don't own. They're online. I don't own a physical copy.
Yes,
so
you have only the
I
right
have to
to
make
use
a
it.
subscription to the what you call it again, babe? My Xbox thing. What's it called?
Yeah,
Live.
you only pay for the rights to use it. So if you do something which they do not like, they just remove your access.
Yes.
So we don't have any more game. Yeah, you're right.
That's right. And the thing is, what happens if they decide to take their game off the shelf and get rid of it? Even though you bought it, they want to get rid of it. It's gone. You don't own it anymore. You don't own it.
Yep.
They take it away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Baza said, I hate not having a disc or cartridge or a fuse log. Do you know though, PJ was like that, and this is the third Xbox I bought him.
Yeah. But then I always say to begin with, the first one I got was download, obviously, and disc tray, didn't it? I did this. Yeah. But after that, the same Xbox, this Series S that I got, no longer did the tray anymore.
PJ, the same is with your house. You don't own your house, even if you think you do. You don't. You only own the rights to use it, and then you have to pay taxes and so on. Yeah. So in a moment of selling the house, you are ceding those rights to a different person. That's what it is.
Absolutely.
So if they want to take it from you, they will. That's why you have to put your things into the trust, because they do not have access to trust. You are only the person who is managing the trust. and then you have the right as well to sell it, this trust, to different person. So they will not take it from you. So make yourself safe.
Yeah, true.
Doesn't it guarantee them a guaranteed income forever if they can do that?
Yes, if you give all the rights to everything, you will have what's called UBI, universal basic income.
Right.
But then you are a slave because you do something what they don't like. They just cut out your freaking income.
That's it. You're slave to that. Yeah, you're basically forced to conform. You know.
The user
Some
experience
people
as smooth as
who do
possible.
not have anything, they will go for it because they will see, oh, it's easy money. But the people who already have some stuff, they won't go for it because they know they would freaking lose it. So yeah.
Right. I know.
When you're paying, everything is there on demand, it's all accessible. Meanwhile, free users are constantly badgered, harassed, and interrupted to try and push them towards paying. They're trying to turn you into an addict, someone who's so enthralled in the experience of consumption that they're unaware of how badly they're getting ripped off. The only real barrier to not paying for digital content, for example, is that it's annoying and time-consuming. Most people don't care one bit about the ethics of it or the legality because the laws are generally so rarely enforced. It's only the convenience that holds people back and pushes them towards the legal paid alternatives. And this shows us just how strong this desire for instant...
Just what he was showing on screen there. I'm going to be using one of them when we go over there. Well, we're on Rumble, but when we cut off the YouTube side in a minute, when we flatline YouTube, chilling, we've got to flatline YouTube and go over Rumble, and then we'll be playing from one of them subscriptions he's just got on the telly there.
It's almost hypocrisy, PJ, almost.
Content has become in the average consumer. To beat this, you have to rise above it. And while you can't change the wider economic realities or the appetite of the average consumer, you can change your own priorities. Because if enough people actually value true ownership, there will always be an economic niche in serving them. Every generation faces new challenges, and for Generation Z, one of theirs is to resist this tempting but exploitative world they've grown up in.
There we go. We're done.
Well,
So
even with the advent of ChatGPT, it's going to make it even worse because people won't even have to think for themselves anymore.
That's it. So that's it done. At least we got it done eventually. Yeah, sorry about the little half-hour cut in there, but like I said, it was about my son and it was serious, so needed to be done. So we're going to cut off the YouTube side now, guys. We've got to go over and watch the two movies. Sorry, bit.
You shouldn't be sorry about it. Kenzie comes first.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not sorry. It's just the way of talking, baby. You know that. I'm not sorry.
No. I'm going.
Yeah. Say again, baby.
I'm going. I need to take my meds and get into bed.
Hey, what you good? You just got to watch on the TV, or you got to watch the movies, or you got to go sleep.
I'm gonna watch on the telly.
Okay.
But
you okay?
Yeah, just tired.
Bye, Vicky.
Huh?
Bye, Vicky.
Bye, Sandro.
Bye-bye.
Later, Sandro.
Have a good night.
No, I'm still here. I was saying bye to Vicky.
Sandro's saying it's me that's leaving.
Oh, Vicky's leaving? Oh, heck.
Yeah.
I missed that.
There's your background, babe.
Cheers. Love you. Love you all.
Love you too, babe.
Love you
Bye-bye.
back. Love you back.
Sandro was leaving. Damn it.
Right, guys. I'm going to just cut off the YouTube side now. We've got Flatline YouTube. Let me just play out with a little.
What are you going to do on the Rumble?
Oh, we're just watching a couple of movies. We've done the topic here. We've been on YouTube nearly 3 hours, so we've done our topic. So we're just going over to watch a couple of movies.
Yeah, I will leave because I have to do some stuff. I just
okay, brother. Hey, dude, thanks for putting in your input, man.
Yeah. I always like chatting with you. Yeah, I have big backlog, to update on my freaking channel.
Dude, how much more can you get on there? Is there a limit?
I hope not. Let me check it. I don't know the numbers.
If there's a limit, you will reach it.
You gotta get a backup hard drive and put it all on there.
I have shit 80. Wow. I don't know, man. I need to count them. I have like 70-80 drives. I even have helium drives, which they are 14 terabytes, because the files are freaking huge. I have 34,061 videos.
Wow, man.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
You gotta save that archive somewhere, man, and bury it.
Yeah. I keep it, because if they remove my account, I will not have access, and that will happen sooner or later. So whatever I'm downloading, I'm spending shit of time, and I have in double copies because the drive fails, so I have like a split it. Oh man, it's a lot of work, believe me, a lot of fucking work. It's worth it,
If there is a limit, Janusz will.
I will reach it. There is my channel is the biggest. I think so. There is not even such big a channel on YouTube with the 34,000 videos.
Huge, man. That's. I've never known there'd be. Not even if people just did shorts. I haven't seen that amount of views.
Exactly. And I really push it. I have this channel since 4 years, so you can check how many thousands of videos I am uploading every day, and then you can check how many per day on average. Yeah. So.
Wow, it's unbelievable.
I'm gonna say something. Where's that video, Janusz? Where's the video?
Yeah. Shit.
Oh my
it's hard to find. I have to really have a good phrase, a good word to find it. What I'm looking for. The most important, I'm just putting it in the file, just txt or doc, just to know, to have the link, and there's some description, because it's unbearable to find it.
Yeah, I understand.
It's pain in the ass, if I'm trying to find something. If I don't remember the word, I say, what was this video? I want to show it. What was the title? What was the freaking word for this? Shit. It's hard.
The one video he did get wasn't the video you sent him, was it?
No, not really.
No.
It was like the boat, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted to give. I just found it on YouTube, it's like, oh, looks similar, bang. And that wasn't exactly the same, but whatever. Yeah. Shit happens, yeah.
Cool. Let's get over it. Nice one, Janusz. But
still, with this one, you couldn't argue because there was a worship, and they were going behind the 60 parallel. So I could argue this one as well. That was different story. I know this guy, whatever. No, it was all about the 60 parallel. So I could argue this one, but with this guy, you can't argue anything because he's fucking stupid.
Yeah. That's it. Absolutely. Great, guys. I'll play out with DJ New Moon.
I've created a list of 52 points, and I give you a link to my video. And please read the pinned comment. I just put it today, like 5 minutes maybe. Find it. Cool. It was Flat Earth. Okay, I have it. Just read the comment. Two pinned comments under the video about if you are a Glober. What's the title? If you are a Glober, there is high chance you believe in, and I give list of 52 points. So tell me if you agree with it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the link.
Believe in pink unicorns too.
No, I think I just give the proper justification. What people might believe they're Globers.
Yeah, I know.
So
I get it.
Let me get.
Do you want me to put it in chat so people can see it?
Yeah, I put it in chat.
Yeah. Oh, you
okay. If you are Glober, you believe in gravity, Big Bang, theory of evolution, global warming, climate change caused by humanity, viruses, government has the right to rule us, Gov creates laws, quote marks, we have to pay taxes, atheism is the best and there is no God or Satan, or if you have any faith, you are Catholic, Muslim, Jew, Jehovah's Witness, or any other smaller faith denomination. 9/11 was done by the Muslims. Moon landing, chemtrails do not exist, or you did not even hear about them. So-called Jews are not God-chosen people. So-called Jews are God-chosen people. 6 million Jews died in the German camp during World War II. Israel has the right to defend themselves, and there is no genocide in Gaza. Police has been created to serve and protect us. There are more than 2 genders. Communism is good. Everything is shared equally. You have to vote to choose better party representative. CV-19 was a deadly pandemic. Vax saved a lot of people. UN, EU, WHO are working for the people, and so on and so on. And a lot of those people really believe this.
Yeah.
Those things.
So, yeah, it's got it all down here, guys. So, yeah, go give it a look, man. Go give it a look.
You can use
That's
it.
Like saying cyanide's a good thing to supplement your health.
Yeah. Yes. You can use it, for just to bash people, when they say it, and then you have laugh, when they say, yeah, agree, and you can straight away see how dumb they are. Because
Nice.
I get it, because they do not research flat Earth, so they believe in globe. But if you go to the list, you can clearly see how fucked up they are.
Yeah, that's it.
It's very easy
Right.
to just.
I'm flatlining YouTube now. I'm flatlining YouTube.
All right,
Guys,
right.
see you over on the Rocco side. Bless you. And nice one, Giannis, nice one for the information, dude. Bless you, man.
Yeah, no worries. Use it.
Open the pleasure. Bless you.
Have fun with it.
Bless you, man.
See you guys. Take care.
Yeah,
have a nice one.
Right. Let's cut out the YouTube. Let's flatline YouTube, guys. Let's flatline YouTube. Let's play out with my normal thing. I'll play music on the other side later. I was going to play here, but we've been on a fair bit here. So I'll just play out with my... Thanks for watching. Guys, I will see you over... Oh, hold on. I need to put the link in. That was Justice Odyssey I put in there. I know you guys are probably already over there, but yeah, here we go. There's the YouTube link. Sorry, the Rumble link. Right, guys. Last year's Here the Sunset's free. It's free.
Indeed.
Ta. Oh, hold on. There it is. Ta-ta.